the U.S. off the map. And if they get the money to continue their pursuit of nuclear weapons and it gets married to their radical, sick, twisted, evil ideology, the world is in danger. And you are looking at the potential of a nuclear war of some kind. No, it can't. That can't happen. Yes. Okay. Well, let's go back to the last century. What did I write about in my 2004 book, Deliver Us from Evil, Defeating Despotism, Terrorism, and Liberalism?
Welcome to Bulldog Baseball on AM 990 and 93.7 FM KSVP and online worldwide at ksvptv.com. Sports on KSVP AM and FM and at ksvptv.com are presented by Pecos Valley Equipment, Roswell Seed Company, Bob Reed Pest Control, Central Valley Electric, KFC of Artesia, E&MU Roswell, Navajo Refining, and HF Sinclair, Kane Electric Supply, Guy Chevy, Castle Reynolds, Artesia Plumbing and Heating, Artesia Credit Union, Artesia Family Health Center and Presbyterian Medical Services, E&MU Portales, Ross Mortgage, Artesia Animal Clinic, Pop's Diner, Artesia Ford Sales, J.S. Ward, Saudi Stockton and State Farm of Artesia, Smile Expressions, Artesia General Hospital, TMJ, Edge Safety, Western Bank, and New Hope Baptist Church. Now, let's play ball.
Holy guacamole! The best guacamole in the Pecos Valley is at La Fonda Restaurant in Artesia. Holy guacamole! Everything is coming in fresh by the truckload. Avocados, green chilies, jalapenos, tomatoes, and onions. The makings of our signature salsa, golden fried chili rellenos, and of course our guacamole. Holy guacamole, what are you waiting for? La Fonda Restaurant, 210 West Main in Artesia, with plenty of parking off Highway 285. Holy guacamole!
Guy Chevrolet Company in Artesia is your one-stop for all your automotive needs. From GM certified service and parts, body and paint repairs, to a great lineup of new Chevrolet, Buick, and GMC models, along with our hand-picked selection of new-to-you cars, trucks, and SUVs, we've got you covered. We invite you to come see us today for excellent customer service and the hassle-free buying experience you deserve. You'll find us right here on the corner of 1st and Main in Artesia, where we've sat proudly for almost 97 years, or at guychevy.com.
At Artesia General Hospital, we empower women to live their healthiest lives. Our women's health services offer a growing team of providers equipped with innovative technology like 3D mammography and committed to caring for you with the sensitivity, compassion, and excellence you deserve. Online appointment requests and walk-in visits offer convenience for your busy schedule. And our newest nurse practitioner, Lori Crockett, has specialized training in women's health, contraception care, and menopause care. Request your appointment today at artesiageneral.com/women.
Hello, Bulldog fans. Joby Hodling with KSVP Radio and KSVP Radio and KSVPTV.com. Joined here at the Artesia Bulldog Baseball Facility with the head coach, Coach Ortiz. Coach, thanks for joining us.
Yes, sir. Thank you for having me.
Well, it's the beginning of baseball season, Coach. I know you guys are excited. I'm excited to get to come out and watch some baseball and get to call some games. Why don't you talk a little bit to the fans about the preseason, what's all been going on building up to this week?
Yes, sir. Yeah, right after winter break, we got out here and started getting after it. And we've had a busy off season. We had our golf scramble and our alumni game in the same day because we had some bad weather, so we had to move the golf scramble. And we had really good attendance at the golf scramble. I think there was 17 teams, wow, which is really good. For the community is so good supporting us, and then we finished up there, came over here, started our alumni game around 2:30, and we had, I think there was 20 some players, alumni that showed up, and it's really it's always nice to have those guys out here. They always want to play. They're excited about playing. We had J.R. Bustamante, which is he's still playing junior college baseball, so he had a little bit of time off, so he threw against us first, and he's in the low 90s, and so it's really good for our players to see someone that can throw that hard, and then we saw some legends, as I call them. Yeah, Trent Taylor came in through, and he still can throw the baseball, and Colin Turner and Rolando Chavarria. There was a lot of guys that got on the mound and still were throwing really well, so it gave us a good look to get us ready. And then Saturday, past Saturday, Alamogordo showed up. Oh, okay. And we had a scrimmage, and we went 9 innings, and we pitched 9 different guys, and it was really good for us. They're a 5A school, and they're in a tough district with those Cruces schools, and so it was really good to have them come out and just get us ready for this weekend. When we're going to be traveling to Hobbs this weekend. So.
And then you also had a JV tournament over in Hobbs.
Yes, sir. Yeah, we always open up with a JV tournament in Hobbs, and it's really good to see those teams. They're all 5A schools with Carlsbad, Clovis, Hobbs, and Roswell High, and so it was good for our JV guys to play those guys. They came up a little short on Friday against Clovis, went into extra innings, and it kind of got to a unique situation where we had to move the game up because of weather, and then they kept playing, and they finally said, let's put a guy on second base so we can try to finish this, and so we got the short end of that, but really good experience for our guys to play those bigger schools, and then came out the next day, beat Hobbs, and then lost to Roswell in the final game. They had a 2-hour break, which is tough for we got some freshmen playing and some sophomores on that team, and so for them to refocus after a tough game against Hobbs and then come out and play Roswell, they played them tough. We come up a little short, so it was good for them to get that experience. So.
Well, now this week you've got another tournament. It's a little different. It's a round robin instead of normal tournament, and that's going to be over in Hobbs. You guys play Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Let the fans know what time, what field you're going to be on, and who we're playing.
Yeah, we'll be playing. The first game is Thursday against Pewaukee, and so they're a 4A school, and we'll be playing them at 4:30, and then we'll come back on Friday, and I believe it's 12:30 against Santa Fe High, and they're a 5A school, and then we'll finish up on Saturday morning at. I believe it's 10 in the morning against Cleveland, right? Which is always good for us, and we always brag about how tough our schedule is, and that's how we want it. And so opening up with these teams is really good for us, and playing schools like Pewaukee, Santa Fe High, and then ending with Cleveland is just going to help prepare us for our district. So
all 3 of those schools, of course, up north. They're not really north; they're just north of us, kind of middle of the state. With those 3 schools, but looking forward to that in Hobbs. And Bulldog fans, we want to make sure that if you can come to those games, come out and support the Bulldogs and the coaching staff as the season. This is the start of the season. I mean, these aren't scrimmages. You guys are going starting Thursday over in Hobbs, and so. But if you can't make it, we're going to be there, KSVP Radio, and we're looking to hopefully live stream for those that can't make it. Get to watch the games at ksvptv.com. So. Come out and support the Bulldogs and/or watch them here online. And Coach, thanks again, and we'll see you at the ballpark.
All right, thank you.
Friendly rent-to-own furniture store. Get a free mattress pad cover when you purchase a Serta or Kingdom mattress. Both brands on sale now. Get deep discounts on lamps by Cow Lighting. Beautiful and unique handcrafted lamps made right here in the US of A. Find your new furniture, appliances, or electronics today at Castle Rentals, 2616 West Main in Artesia. Rent-to-own or 90 days same as cash on all items.
Paul says in 1 Corinthians chapter 16 and verse 18, you must show your appreciation to all who serve so well. Jesus tells us in the Gospels that he came to serve, and he wants everyone to serve. The thing is this, everyone encounters service at one time or another, whether it's good service or even bad service. Bad service can come from maybe a waitress or a cable company or a call center operator who's hard to understand. But what's my reaction? How do I respond to that? Maybe they're having a bad day. Maybe there's something going on in their life. We need to learn to not react in anger, to take a different approach and reward those who get it right by shining some godly light in the life of those around them. And so when you encounter bad service, don't respond, but instead graciously tell them how much you appreciate them, even with bad service. Please come visit us at the Hermosa Church of Christ, just north of Walmart on the corner of 26th and Bush.
Making a moral mistake to stand on the sidelines and watch the killing of men, women, and children. My conscience.
players, and you combine that with 25 runs scored. So had a good long game, but Artesia gets the big win against the Elk, and now the Elks from Pojoaque Valley, and now today taking on the Santa Fe Demons from, of course, Santa Fe, New Mexico. The Artesia Bulldogs last night, Davian Molina got the win. He came in, he was the second pitcher for the Bulldogs. The starting pitcher last night was Diego Zamora, but I think he was down by 1 run when Davian came in, and then we took the lead. And so with Davian on the bump, so he ends up getting the win. Offensively for the Bulldogs, had a pretty good night across the board. Devin Fierro went 1 for 3 with a double. He had 2 runs scored. He reached the base 2 additional times by error. Nathan Taylor was batting DH. He went 2 for 5 with 2 triples, 2 runs scored, and 1 RBI. Davian Molina had a huge night for the Artesia Bulldogs. He went 5 for 5, 3 singles, a triple, and a home run, so he was just a double shy of a cycle. He had 5 runs scored and 2 RBIs, so he scored every time he got on base, going 5 for 5, one of which was his own self, knocked himself in with that big home run. He hit a line drive over the right field fence, just a beautiful shot. Garrett Fisher batting in the 4-hole. He also had a fantastic night at the plate, 3 for 4. He was hit by a pitch. He had 2 singles, and he had a towering home run over the left field fence. I mean, it went high and far. He ended up scoring 2 runs and had 3 RBIs. Frankie Galindo went 0 for 2. He also walked and scored a run. Caden Beauregard came in. He went 1 for 1, also reached by error. He had a single and 2 runs scored. Nia Estrada went 0 for 3, but he got on twice with walks, and he also had an RBI walk. He walked in an RBI. Ethan Ramirez went 1 for 4. He also reached by error, and he scored both times he was on base, so 2 runs scored. Diego Zamora, he ended up going 3 for 5, had 3 singles, 1 run scored, and 1 RBI. And Seth Morris, the right fielder for the Bulldogs, was 0 for 2, but also reached the base 3 different times, was hit by pitch twice, and had a walk. And one of those hit by pitches, the bases were loaded, so he had an RBI, and the Bulldogs get the big win, 17-8 over the Pojoaque Elks. So we're over here in Hobbs. This is the Black Gold Slugfest. It's 3 days. It's not a tournament. It's a round robin. They're predetermined who they're going to play. And so on day 1, Thursday, Clovis fell to Los Lunas in the 4:30 game on the varsity field, 8-1. The nightcap on the varsity field was Hobbs versus Cleveland, 2 5A powerhouses, and Hobbs got the win there, 7-6 in extra innings. So that was a good game. On the JV field, we were the early game, Artesia, and as I said, we got the win, 17-8. And then the nightcap over on the JV field was Belen against Santa Fe, and Santa Fe, of course, who we're playing today. Santa Fe took the loss. Belen won 12-7. Earlier today, the noon game was Belen versus Pojoaque, and Belen got the win 14-5 over the Pojoaque Valley Elks. So Pojoaque has fallen to 0-2 in this tournament. Belen is 2-0. Artesia 1-0, and Santa Fe 0-1. Tomorrow, or later today, Cleveland will be playing Clovis at 5 o'clock, or probably depending on how this game goes, but the 5 o'clock is the time they've set up to play. And then the nightcap tonight will be the Hobbs Eagles, the home team, the host team, taking on the Los Lunas Tigers, both of them coming in tonight 1-1 as they both got their victories yesterday. Tomorrow morning, Artesia will be the early game on the JV field, taking on the big team from Cleveland, the Cleveland Storm versus Artesia at 10. Gene Dow and I will be here. We'll have the game on the radio and online, so if you can't make the trip over to Hobbs, make sure you tune in on one of our many ways to listen and or watch and listen to the ball game. The other 10 o'clock game on the varsity field is going to be Los Lunas against Pojoaque. And then the 2 afternoon games, 12:30 on the varsity field, will be the home team, Hobbs, taking on Santa Fe. And on the JV field following our game, it'll be Belen versus Clovis. So good tournament, round robin over here in Hobbs. The Black Gold Slugfest is what it is called. And Artesia looking to go 3-0 here early in the season. Got to get a win today, though, to keep on that winning record. Took Pojoaque down last night, and today taking on Santa Fe. All right, coming up for the Bulldogs after this weekend, they've got 3 more weekends of tournament action. The first of which is next week. Thursday, Friday, Saturday is the Cavemen Classic. And the Artesia Bulldogs are slated to play at 9 a.m. next Thursday morning against the Lovington Wildcats. The other teams in that Caveman Classic is Piedra Vista and El Dorado. They'll be playing at 3 o'clock that afternoon. The winner of that game will play the winner of the Artesia-Lovington game, and, of course, the losers will play each other on the next day. The bottom half of the bracket is the Alamogordo Tigers taking on Del Val from El Paso in Game 2 on Thursday at noon. And then the nightcap will be Franklin from El Paso taking on the Carlsbad Cavemen. So that's the bottom half of the bracket of that tournament. And we plan to be there as well. We've got some basketball action still pending, and I was going to talk about that in a minute, so I might as well throw it in right now. The Artesia Bulldogs boys varsity basketball play tomorrow night at the Pit in the first round of the state tournament for 2022, and taking on the familiar foe, the Lovington Wildcats. Just played them last Friday for the district tournament championship, and the Artesia Bulldogs, as you know, got that win. And they end up drawing an 8 seed in the tournament. Lovington got the 9 seed, so we're playing each other once again. It'll be at the Pit tomorrow night at 6 o'clock. It's the whiteout game. Bulldog fans need to wear their white, and let's white out the Pit, fill it up. You do need to know, if you didn't already, that you have to buy your tickets online. The NMAA is not allowing sales of tickets at any facility in the state. So the only way to get in is to have your ticket already bought and show up with it at the Pit tomorrow evening. And you do that at gofan.co, gofan.co. And you can also do it if you have an iPhone. You can do it on the GoFan app. So either way, but you got to buy your tickets in advance. We want to pack the Pit, wear your white, come out and support the Artesia Bulldogs as they try to move on in the state tournament. This year's a little different because the first round in the past has always been hosted by the higher seed. Then everything moved. The quarterfinals through the championship normally is at the Albuquerque, New Mexico Lobos, the Pit, what we call the Pit. I think they've changed the name, but the Pit for the New Mexico Lobos. But this year, the quarterfinal round action will be played at the higher seed, like the first round. So when Artesia wins tomorrow night, they will more than likely play the 1 seed. The 1 seed is playing the 16 seed Saturday night and tomorrow night. And so more than likely that will be the case. And if that is the case, then we will be playing at Highland in Albuquerque next Wednesday night. Probably at 6 o'clock. They'll release the game time. I don't think it's been released yet, but more than likely 6 o'clock at Highland in Albuquerque. If for some reason the 16 seed does win, then the Bulldogs will be at the Pit, Artesia Pit, Wednesday night. More than likely at 6, taking on the 16 seed, which I don't have the bracket in front of me. I don't even know who that is. Do you know, Gene, who the 16 seed is for the boys? I don't remember, but if they were to beat Highland, then Artesia would have a home game next Wednesday night. And we'll be there either way. If it's an Artesia, if the 16 seed were to beat the 1 seed, we will be there when the Bulldogs win tomorrow night. If the 1 seed wins, which is expected, it's Miami Patriots. If they were to beat Highland, then they would travel down to Artesia next Wednesday night. But if Highland wins, then we will be at Highland Wednesday night next week. And if you can't make the trip to Albuquerque, then tune in right here on the radio, KSVP or KSVPTV.com, and we'll have that game. And then, of course, as I said, the Carlsbad tournament, the Caveman Classic, starts the following morning at 9 a.m., so we'll be there for that as well if you can't make it to Carlsbad to watch that game. And we'll have all 3 games covered in Carlsbad, and as they win or lose, we'll be letting you know when the next game is there in Carlsbad for the Bulldog baseball team. Also, coming up, we have the Lady Dog Invitational, which starts on March 18th, which is the following week. And Los Lunas will be playing Dexter. Goddard against Silver City in the top half of the bracket on day 1, which is Friday the 18th. And then the bottom half of the bracket is Robertson taking on Cobra, and Roswell facing the host team, the Artesia Lady Bulldogs. And then, of course, they'll have 2 games on Saturday to round out that tournament. And expectations are high again, as always, for the Artesia Lady Bulldogs. And so looking forward to them playing. And we plan to be there as well. So we've got a packed schedule that's coming up in the next few weeks, because that very same weekend we have the Artesia Bulldog Classic, or the Bulldog Invitational. And that starts on Thursday. The top half of the bracket is Carlsbad and Belen. in the morning, and then the afternoon, Goddard taking on Clovis, and then the bottom half of the bracket, Santa Teresa and Moriarty, and the late game Thursday night, Los Alamos taking on the host team, Artesia. We're going to be at all those games, so we're going to cover the girls and the boys next weekend, as well as the basketball games if the Bulldogs are continuing to play. We're going to have the national anthem, and then I'll come back and we'll continue. All right, the Artesia Bulldogs are the home team here coming up in just a moment. So as soon as they get ready to go, we'll get the game started. But I wanted to continue letting you know where the Bulldogs and the Lady Bulldogs will be coming up. The Artesia Bulldogs, after their tournament, the following weekend, March 24th through the 26th, they'll be up at the Sal Puentes Rio Rancho tourney. And they're on the top half of the bracket. Carlsbad Academy playing in game 1. The Bulldogs playing in game 2, taking on Cleveland. And then in the bottom half of the bracket, which we're going to see tomorrow, it'll be Valley and Goddard at the late afternoon game. And the evening game will be the host team, Rio Rancho, taking on Bloomfield. So we got tournament after tournament after tournament for the Artesia Bulldogs. And, of course, the girls also getting underway. They've got a doubleheader Tuesday night at the home field there in Artesia, and encourage you to come out and support the Lady Bulldogs as they get their season underway with a doubleheader. And those games will be, well, I don't have it in front of me, but they'll be Tuesday afternoon, evening, doubleheader, and we'll be there. But hopefully you can come out and watch the games from the field and cheer the girls on as they get their season started. All right, so the Bulldogs on the field, getting warmed up, and I'm going to go ahead and go through the starting lineups defensively for the Bulldogs as the home team. We've got Bradley Valenzuela out in left, Seth Morris in right, and Nye Estrada moves from the plate out to center field. Third base is Ethan Ramirez, shortstop Devin Fierro, second baseman Diego Zamora, and the first baseman Garrett Fisher. Frankie Galindo is going to be catching for Davian Molina, starting pitcher for the Artesia Bulldogs today. They're in their white uniforms with orange numbers and letters. They got the black cap with the white front and the orange letter on it. And we're ready to go. Davian, they throw the ball around. Davian gets his high fives from his infield, and the first batter coming to the plate is going to be a right-hander. First pitch he sees is low and in for ball one. It's number 18, Adon Alvarez. He's the third baseman for the Demons as he steps back in on the right side. And of course, Davian Molina, the lefty, saw him hit a shot out of the park last night and go 5 for 5 from the plate as the next pitch is a good fastball, swung through and missed for strike one. The catcher, number 15, Jake Mirabal, is on deck, and the shortstop, number 5, Lucas Lujan, in the hole for the Demons. Here's the pitch, swing and a miss, strike two. So the pitcher, Molina, really working it here. 1-2 the count. If you're just now turning us on, we're in the first inning, and there's a pop fly out to left field. Coming on and making the play, Bradley Valenzuela, and that is out, number 1, out there to left field. that'll bring number 15, Jake Mirabal, to the plate. He's the catcher for the Santa Fe Demons, and he is batting from the left side. So maybe a left-hander or just maybe a switch hitter. We'll see when he comes out what he's throwing. Here's the first pitch. I guess just missed high right down the pipe, but called ball 1. So 1-0 the count to Mirabal. On deck is the shortstop, Lucas Lujan, and in the hole, Lincoln Stacy, the right fielder for the Demons. Next pitch hits him on the helmet, so hit by pitch. We had some of those last night, and so there's another one to start the game off here. The second batter gets hit on the back of the head. And so the first runner on base here is going to be for the Santa Fe Demons via hit by pitch, and that'll bring number 5, Lucas Lujan, to the plate, batting in the 3-hole. And coming into courtesy run is number 2, I think, for the Demons. Molina pitching from the stretch the entire time. Throws strike 1 called. Nice pitch right down the pipe to Lujan. So 1-1 the count. Still can't quite see it. I think it's number 2 out there for the Demons. He gets a good lead. And there's going to be a ground ball to the shortstop. Bulldogs have a chance here for the double play. They get one and just not in time for the second. So 6-4 on the first play, which is out number 2, and then 4-3, not in time. So on the fielder's choice, Lujan reaches, and that'll bring another left-handed batter to the plate. The cleanup batter, number 16, Lincoln Stacy, playing out in right field for the Santa Fe Demons. So he has a runner down at first. He steps in facing the lefty for Artesia Molina. First pitch, strike 1 called, caught the outside corner. So 1-1 to count. On deck is the DH, number 11, Evan Cluck, and in the hole, the second baseman, number 13, Luis Bustos for the Demons. Here's the pitch. Curveball, strike 2. Nice pitch, kind of froze him. Kind of was coming at his shoulder and then just dropped straight down into the strike zone. The 0-2 change up, got him out in front, and that is a strikeout. So they go 1, 2, 3, 4. There was no hits, no runs, no errors, and 1 runner left on base. That's the top of the first. 0-0 our score. And we will be back for the bottom half, the home half, the Artesia half at the plate after this.
Incredible Printing is begging you, please don't vote for Michelle Lujan Grisham. We're already last in everything. Don't vote for Michelle Lujan Grisham, please. This announcement paid for by Incredible Printing.
I'm Georgia Haynes, and I approve this message.
Chaos Cafe is the place to kick your taste buds in the face. With some of the best food around, including a big breakfast that can scratch that itch. Whether you're fiending for French toast or begging for biscuits, they've got you covered. Plus, great lunch specials, signature burgers, and some of the most satisfying portions in the galaxy. Chaos Cafe backs the Bulldogs and the student athletes that work hard and play harder. Open Monday through Saturday from 5:30 till 2 at 501 South 1st in Artesia. Put a little chaos in your day with Chaos Cafe, and go Bulldogs.
Incredible Printing is begging you, please don't vote for Michelle Lujan Grisham. We're already last in everything. Don't vote for Michelle Lujan Grisham, please. This announcement paid for by Incredible Printing.
I'm Georgia Haynes, and I approve this message.
Welcome back, Bulldog fans. Bottom of the first, coming up here is the Artesia Bulldogs. Get 3 outs in the top half. They get a hit. They did get a runner on base. He was hit by pitch, but other than that, not much happening offensively there in the top of the first. A fly out, ground out, and a strikeout, and 1 hit by pitch. All right, so for the Santa Fe Demons, Santa Fe Demons, the pitcher is going to be Nick Sandoval. Defensively, they got Adon Alvarez at third. Shortstop is Lucas Lujan. Second baseman Luis Bustos, and the first baseman Ivan Ortega. Out in the outfield, left fielder is Cade Romero Dunn. Luke Jaramillo in center, and Lincoln Stacy in right. The catcher Jake Mirabal, and of course the pitcher the aforementioned Nick Sandoval. Leading things off for the Artesia Bulldogs is the shortstop, number 6, Devin Fierro. Here's the pitch from Sandoval, low and away for ball 1. On deck for the Bulldogs is the DH, number 12, Nathan Taylor, and in the hole, Davian Molina, number 18, who is pitching today for the Bulldogs. This pitcher also pitching from the stretch, and that one misses away, so 2-0 now the count. Early here to the first batter in the lineup, Devin Fierro for the Artesia Bulldogs. Next pitch, low and away, ball 3. And the catcher is a lefty, so he's throwing left and of course batting left. Not something you see every day, left-handed catcher. All right, pitcher Sandoval comes set. 3-0 the count, the pitch, high, ball 4. So the Bulldogs draw the first walk of the day, opening walk, get the runner in down at first base, and the Bulldogs known to take off. We'll see. Devin, one of the speedsters here for the Bulldogs, and stole quite a few bases last night against Santa Fe. We'll see what they do. He gets a big lead over there, but now he steps back as Taylor walks out and gets ready to go. Of course, Nathan, the lefty, will step in on the left side. Last night, Nathan was 2 for 5 with a couple of triples. He also scored 2 runs, had an RBI. He squares around like he's going to bunt. Runner is off and running, pulls the bunt back. It's going to be ball 1 low and going in easily as Devin Fierro with the steal. So the ball was low. That's ball 1 to Nathan as he pulled back his bunt. And now we got a runner in scoring position here in the bottom of the first inning with nobody out. Sandoval comes set. Fierro getting a pretty big lead back at second base. Fierro takes a couple of looks back, Sandoval takes a couple of looks back. Here's the pitch. Swung on, hit hard, gets by the first baseman, and going to hold him up at third base. He is going on the throw, though. Nathan Taylor heads up running there for Nathan, as he never slowed down once he saw them coming home with it. So he now stands at second base with the hit. First hit of the ball game for either club, and holding up at third was Fierro. Good job out there by Lincoln Stacy. Come up and catch that on the first bounce. As it got, well, it was bounced a bunch because it was a ground ball that got by the first baseman to his right. But the right fielder did a good job coming up and firing it home, and Coach Ortiz put the brakes on over there for Devin Fierro. Nobody out and 2 runners on now for the guy that was hotter than fire last night. Coming to the bat here is Davian Molina, 5 for 5 last night. 3 singles, a triple, and a home run. He scored 5 times, and he had 2 RBIs. You just really can't get much better than that unless one of those singles was a double and he hits for the cycle. Here's the pitch, swung on. That's a line drive out to left center field. That's going to 1 hop, 2 hops into the fence. That's going to score 2 runs. Davian turns second base, and he's going to go to third with the triple. See if they can get him. It's going to be a play at third base, but he is saved. So the Bulldogs, 2 runs score, a walk, a single that turned into moving over to second base on Taylor whenever they threw it home. And now Davian Molina stands at third with 2 RBIs. His hot streak continues. The young man can hit. And that'll bring to the plate another guy that can put the hammer down, the number 4 batter, as coming in to run for the Bulldogs as a courtesy runner. Oh, I'm going to get that number 3 out. I just got to remember who it was. I think I know. It's Caden Beauregard. That's what I thought. So Beauregard will come in and run for the pitcher. He's at third base. He's another one with wheels. He can flat out fly. Can Beauregard, as can Molina, as can Fierro. Bulldogs have a lot of speed. And standing at the plate is Garrett Fisher. He went 3 for 4 last night. Was also hit by a pitch. Had 2 singles and a home run and 3 RBIs. Checks a swing, I think, but they called it a strike. So either way, whether he checked it or there's just a strike. 0-1 down to count to Garrett. On deck is Frankie Galindo, who's playing catcher today, and Estrada in the hole, the center fielder for the Bulldogs. Here's the pitch. There's another curveball called, strike 2. So 0-2 now the count for Garrett. He'll be shortening up probably a little bit, covering the plate. Nobody out, and the Bulldogs lead 2-0 as we're in the bottom of the first. Here's the pitch from Sandoval. Swung on, hit well out to right center field. That's a deep drive. It gets over the right fielder's head, bounces off the fence, and Garrett will coast into second base with a stand-up double. So these 2, 3, 4 hitters here early on in the season, man, you can't get much better than what they're doing. Another RBI for Garrett, as he had 3 last night, so now he's got 4 on the season. And that stand-up double is going to bring the coach out to talk to his pitcher, as the Bulldogs now lead 3-0, and going to bring the whole infield in and talk about it with their coach, are the Demons. So Garrett with a nice piece of hitting there. He drove that ball and got it out over the head. The right fielder had to turn and run to his right. The center fielder had to run toward to his left. It was a gapper. But it was a towering shot that took one bounce, almost was a bounce over on these 10-foot fences here at Hobbs Stadium. And now the umpire walking out to break them up. They do break up. Staying on to pitch will be number 0, Nick Sandoval. So the righty will remain there. Everybody will get back in their places, as Fisher had come over to talk to Coach Ortiz, the third base coach. Coach Lopez, the first base coach, had gone over there as well. So they were discussing strategy. And at the plate is Frankie Galindo, the catcher, as he turns, squares around to bunt. Going to try to move him over on the bunt. Now he pulls back, and he looks at, ooh, called strike one. Thought it was a little high, but umpire said strike one. Still nobody out. Another runner in scoring position in Fisher, and the Bulldogs lead 3-0. Galindo waiting for pitch number 2. There it is. It's a ground ball to the left side, foul, and Coach Ortiz will stop that over there. Third baseman Adon Alvarez will pick it up. So 0-2 the count to Frankie, as Nia Estrada waits in the on-deck circle, and the third baseman, Ethan Ramirez, in the hole for the Bulldogs. Nick Sandoval comes set. Now the 0-2, swing and a miss. He dropped it, and so he's going to have to throw down to first base, which he does, and that is a strikeout for out number 1 for the Santa Fe Demons, and that'll bring Nia Estrada to the plate. I think I failed to mention how Frankie did. He was 0 for 2 last night, but he also reached on a walk and had 1 run scored, and now Nia Estrada coming to the plate. He was 0 for 3 with 2 walks, and in fact walked in a run, so had the RBI when the bases were loaded. 1 out. Estrada at the plate, bats from the right side, playing center field today. Here's the pitch, outside high for ball 1. On deck is the third baseman, Ethan Ramirez, and in the hole, the second baseman, Diego Zamora, for the Bulldogs, as Fisher gets his lead down at second. Here's the pitch. Strike called. Nice curveball. 1-1 now the count to Estrada. Bright sunny day here in Hobbs, New Mexico. Got a breeze blowing out of the west, south and southwest. Up in the mid-70s, I believe. Here's the pitch. Kind of froze him. Another curveball broke across, and Estrada actually started to step back as it was coming towards him and then broke across for called strike 2. So 1-2 now the count with 1 out. Nick Sandoval to the plate. Swing and a miss, got him to chase. The ball was again dropped, and the catcher, Mirabal will fire it down to first base for a strikeout throw out for out number 2. And that'll bring to the plate number 9, Ethan Ramirez, playing third base. Ethan went 1 for 4 last night. He also reached by error and scored both times he got on base. Had a single and 2 runs scored. Steps in on the right side. Sandoval takes a look back at second. And the pitch. Just missed. I'm not sure if it was low or away or both, but it was close, but ball 1 called. Number 20, Diego Zamora, on deck. He's playing second base today, and Seth Morris, the right fielder, in the hole. He'll be the number 9 batter if we get to him in the inning. Here's the pitch, low and away, ball 2. Good job back there by Jake Mirabal as he corralled that low and outside pitch. 2-0 the count. Sandoval comes set. Looks back. 2 times. Now he's going to turn and not throw it, but keeping Fisher honest down there. So a win for the batters here. That pitch is high. Ball 3 just missed high, so 3-0 now the count to Ramirez. So more than likely a red light, but we'll see if he sees one he really likes. He may take a cut. Sandoval to the plate, and that's outside, so there's another walk. So the Bulldogs now with runners at first and second, and 2 outs. Second walk given up here in the inning by Nick Sandoval. And of course that brings Diego Zamora to the plate, number 20. Diego last night had a great offensive game, 3 for 5 with 3 singles, a run scored, and an RBI. Pitch misses away, ball 1. So he's thrown 5 straight balls. Sandoval probably getting the red light. Zamora probably getting the red light right here. Say, let's make him throw a strike before we start cutting at it. Sandoval set, now to the plate. Swung on, goes off to the right side and out of play, so strike 1. 1-1 now the count. Seth Morris on deck, playing the 9 position, batting in the 9 hole, wearing number 21 on his jersey. And if he makes it to the plate, that'll be 9 batters will have gone through the lineup here in the bottom of the first. Here's the pitch. Misses away. 2-1 now to Zamora. Sandoval again comes set. He'll peek back at second. Second baseman back there. Bustos kind of edges in, but now goes back. That one misses away. 3-1 to Diego Zamora. So 3-1 count, 2 outs. Zamora back in on the right side. Sandoval comes set. And the pitch. Swung on, fouls it straight down, and maybe one off his foot. So Zamora will kind of walk that one off. That's strike 2 on the foul ball. So we got a full count. Runners will be off and running here with 2 outs. So he looks to be okay as he steps back in on the right side, does Diego. And Sandoval in his stretch. It was kind of a double set. Comes set and then sets a little more open. Now he's going to turn and look as he knew they're going to be off and running. Fisher was already starting to edge, but no throw back to second. So the runners will get to going here as soon as he goes to the plate. And they're off. That is strike 3. He thought it was a walk, did Diego, but the K called. So that'll end the inning. That's a 3rd out. Bulldogs get 1, 2, 3 hits. 1, 2, 3 runs off of those 3 hits. There was no errors, and there was 2 runners left on base. We've played 1 full. The Bulldogs lead 3-0. Top of the 2nd coming up. Stay tuned.
When it comes to your tires, don't take any shortcuts. Trust Forest Tire. They've been keeping you rolling for 78 years. Forest Tire knows tires, and they know that being there is what matters most. That's why Michelin packs more innovation inside its tires to maximize performance without sacrificing capabilities, so you can continue to go the extra mile to be there for the ones who matter most, delivering service that exceeds your expectations. Forest Tire, keeping you rolling since 1944.
Did you know Artesia Ford has been open for 50 years and owned by the same people for every day they've been open? I'd say they must be doing something right.
By the same people? So the person I bought my truck from might have sold my grandfather his trucks?
I bet they did. That's a family tradition I could be proud of.
Artesia Ford, open for 50 years and counting. Visit Artesia Ford at 307 North 1st Street in Artesia to be a part of a family tradition you can count on for the next 50 years.
Welcome back to KSVP Radio, AM 990 and FM 93.7. KSVPTV.com, KSV on Facebook, KSVP on YouTube. We're everywhere. We're everywhere. Top of the second, Devin Molina on the bump for the Bulldogs if you're just joining us. First pitch he throws, call ball one outside to number 11, the DH, Evan Cluck. 1-0 the count. Bulldogs saw 4 batters in the top of the first. One reached by fielder's choice and one reached by hit by pitches. There's a great pitch. Looked like he took a little off of that. Swung through it. Did Cluck, and the count now goes 1-1. But no runs given up in the top of the first. And then in the bottom half, Bulldogs come out. Taylor gets a single. And there's called. Strike 2. Nice pitch there. Took a lot off of that one. And it falls in for a strike. So 1-2 the count. Fierro drew the walk. And I'll say after this, got him in on his hands, goes to second base. Oh, picked it up and not in time. E4 for Zamora. Looked like it was going to be a routine play, but instead kind of booted the ground ball and picked it up, but couldn't get it there in time. So the first runner of the first batter of the second inning reaches on an error. And that brings to the plate the second baseman, number 13, Luis Bustos for the Demons. Here's the pitch from the lefty. Just missed inside. I was waiting because I thought he might call that one a strike, but just a little bit in to Bustos. So 1-0 the count as Molina comes set. Runner's off and running. That's going to be a hit to the left side. Good job over there by the third baseman for the Bulldogs, Ethan Ramirez, as he had to go hard to his left. The runner is safe at second, but that's out number 1 on the 5-3 put out. So coming to the plate will be the left fielder, number 12, Cade Romero Dunn. He bats right-handed. And Molina will set up. Here's the pitch. Low, good job by Galindo keeping that in front of him. So the Demons have a runner in scoring position after getting on by error and then moving over on a fielder's choice. Here's the pitch. Swung on, fouled off the end of the bat back toward the right side. So that'll be strike 1. 1-1 now the count to Bustos. Romero Dunn on deck and Ivan Ortega. I'm sorry, Romero Dunn's batting. He's got the 1-1. Ivan Ortega in the hole. And Luke Jaramillo, the center fielder, third in line. All right, so Molina with a 1-1 count takes a look into Galindo. Looks back at second base. He's getting a big lead back there. He's going to throw the pitch. Called strike 2. No, I thought he was going to turn and call it. Didn't break quite enough. 2-1 now the count to Dunn. Defensively for the Bulldogs, Valenzuela, Estrada, and Morris from left to right. Ramirez, Fierro, Zamora, and Fisher from third to first. The catcher is Galindo and the pitcher Molina. Here's the pitch. Swung on. Little pop fly. Second baseman Zamora going out. He'll make the catch. Good play there by Diego as he was fighting the sun. And the wind was pushing it, but he gets out to shallow right field and makes the play. And that is out number 2. The runner at second base stays in place. And so that'll bring number 23, Ivan Ortega, the big first baseman, to the plate as Ramirez and Molina, third base and pitcher, have a visit. And now Davian making his way back to the rubber. On deck is the number 9 hitter in the lineup, Luke Jaramillo, and then in the hole. Throw back, he's not going to throw it. But he running back in there, Evan Cluck, who moved over to second on a fielder's choice, had a pretty big lead, and so he faked the throw back to Devin, who come in behind him at shortstop. Here's the pitch, swung on, hit hard over to the dugout on the right side, foul for Ortega, so that's the first strike. 0-1 to Ortega. Molina takes a look in, comes set. Good pitch. Looked like a changeup to me. He swung through it. 0-2 now the count to Ortega. Bulldogs lead here. We're in the top of the second inning. 3-0 as they scored 3 in their half of the first. Runners off and running. That's called strike 3. And that will end the threat as they go down. Not 1, 2, 3 because the first one reached by error, but no hits, no runs, 1 error on the Bulldogs, and 1 runner left on base. We played 1.5, and the score remains 3-0 Bulldogs. Bottom half of the inning coming up. We'll be right back.
Artesia Plumbing and Heating is your authorized Carrier air conditioning dealer. Home owned and operated for over 41 years. Artesia Plumbing and Heating installs residential, commercial, and industrial air conditioners. Artesia Plumbing and Heating handles your plumbing, heating, and air conditioning needs, including the conversion of evaporative coolers to refrigerated air systems. Cut cooling costs with high-efficiency Carrier unit. Artesia Plumbing and Heating is a proud supporter of the Artesia Bulldogs and Lady Dogs and wishes them the very best in this sports season. Artesia Plumbing and Heating, 746-3712.
Innovation, service, integrity, and knowledge. J.S. Ward and Son Insurance Agency. Auto and home, life and health, personal and commercial. Bonds too, since 1925. We have the coverage for you. Innovation, service, integrity, and knowledge. J.S. Ward and Son Insurance Agency.
Well, if you're not here in Hobbs, you're missing out on a great day of baseball. Gene told me a while ago, great day of baseball. And shaking his head, yes, agreement. Huh? Let's play too, he said. Might as well play too, although today we won't, because this is a round robin, so we won't be playing a doubleheader. All right, for the Artesia Bulldogs, stepping in the 9-hole, Seth Morris, the right fielder. Seth last night went 0 for 2. He was hit by a pitch twice. He also drew a walk, and he had a hit by pitch RBI as the bases were loaded. First pitch he sees from Sandoval is low and away for ball 1. So with Seth up here to lead things off in the second, we're back to the top of the order. Next is Devin Fierro waits on deck, and Nathan Taylor in the hole. That pitch low. Ball 2, 2-0 now the count. Bulldogs with those 3 runs also had 3 hits and 2 walks in the bottom of the first. Nick Sandoval on the mound for the Demons as he gets ready for the 2-0 count. That one's going to fall in. Called, strike 1, 2-1 now the count. Defensively for the Demons have Romero Dunn, Jaramillo, and Stacy from left to right. And I'll give you the infield here in just a moment. As Sandoval comes to the plate, outside, good job there by Mirabal blocking that, but that's 3-1 now. Infield, Alvarez, Lujan, Bustos, and Ortega from third to first. The catcher is Mirabal, and the pitcher, Nick Sandoval, for the Santa Fe Demons. 3-1 count, Morris ready to go. Here's the pitch. Low, call ball 4. I thought that one might be a strike, but it was low. We'll take it. The walk is the third given up by Nick Sandoval, and that gets the Bulldogs back to the top of the order. Devin Fierro was 0 for 0. He drew a walk and scored a run. After he stole second base, he was hit in by Davian Molina, who had a triple and drove both Taylor and Fierro in with his triple, 2 RBIs. Throw-over is not in time. Morris easily back in. On deck is the aforementioned Taylor. He's DHing. And then in the hole, Davian Molina for the Bulldogs. Nobody out. Runner at first. And the top of the order, Devin Fierro at the plate. The pitcher, Sandoval takes a step off. Fierro went 1 for 3 last night. He had a double, 2 runs scored. He reached 2 other times by errors. He was on 4 out of the 5 times he was at the plate. Here's the pitch. Call ball 1. A little bit high. That breaking, sweeping curveball there didn't quite get down enough, according to Mr. Umpire. So 1-0 the count. Pretty good lead over there at first for Seth Morris. And there's going to be a turn and throw over there, but not in time. If you didn't know, we're at the Black Gold Slugfest in Hobbs. Bulldogs play another one in the morning. That pitch called strike 1 as it caught the outside corner. So 1-1 now the count to Devin Fierro. Bulldogs got their first game under the belt last night and got a win over the Pahaki Valley Elks, 17-8. Here's the pitch, fouled back and over our head here in the press box for strike 2. So 1-2 now on Devin. you're watching on the radio, the Bulldogs wearing their full white unis with the high socks, orange numbers and lettering and socks. The stirrup socks as the pitcher takes a look over at first base and then steps off. Morris over there, after drawing the opening walk, gets another good lead. Sandoval peeks over his right shoulder over to first base. Now the pitch. Swing and a miss, and that is strikeout number 3 for Sandoval. First one here in the inning, and that's the first out of the inning. So coming to the plate, Nathan Taylor, the lefty. He singled in the first and scored a run after Davian Molina drove a triple out into the outfield. Taylor was 2 for 5 last night. He had a pair of triples, 2 runs, and an RBI. And now had continued his hitting ways with going 1 for 1 so far here in this ball game. Sandoval set. Morris gets his lead. Sandoval turns, throws over. Not in time, more of just a courtesy throw over, really. He kind of lobbed it over. So everybody will be reset. Taylor ready to go. Here's the pitch. Slow curveball. Taylor's out in front of it. Chops it foul over to Coach Lopez. He'll gather it up and throw it back out to Sandoval. So that's strike 1. 0-1 the count to Nathan. On deck, Davian Molina. And in the hole, Garrett Fisher. So right here in the meat of the order, Bulldogs lead here in the bottom half of the second, 3-0. Sandoval with the pitch. High, ball 1. 1-1 now the count to Taylor. Seth Morris getting his lead at first. Sandoval takes a good long look over there before he comes set. Now Taylor's gonna ready. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Boy, he took a good cut at that inside pitch. Just swung through it. 1-2 now the count for Nathan. Good pitch there by Sandoval. Got him in on his hands. Nathan tried to drive it to right field, just a little behind on it. It came down in on him tight. Morris gets a little bit more of a lead over there as Sandoval comes set. He's going to turn and looking back, diving in, but no throw. So 1-2 the count. Everybody resets. Taylor ready to go at the plate. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. Got him to chase one maybe a little bit out of the strike zone, but it looked good to Nathan. But he does swing through it, and that is out number 2 and the 4th strikeout for Sandoval here in the ballgame. And that'll bring to the plate Davian Molina. So far this year, Davian is 6 for 6. 5 for 5 last night, 5 runs scored. 1 for 1 today with a run scored. He's got a runner at first base in swing and a foul tip for strike 1. He's got a runner down at first base in the form of Seth Morris, who reached by walk to start things off here in the bottom of the second. So Davian with a good cut there, got it off the end of the bat, fouled it back and down to the net. So he steps back in on the left side. Sandoval ready to go as he takes a look over at Seth, has gotten a little bit bigger of a lead. Now the pitch, swing, and that's going to be a base hit to the right side. Davian Molina continues his ways as he is now batting. Oh, we're going to have a play over at third base, and whoop, he is out at third. So Morris ran through the stop sign. And as Coach Ortiz is still holding up the stop sign. So a running error there for the Bulldogs. Molina with another hit, but to no avail because coming around third and being thrown out by the right fielder, Lincoln Stacy, was Seth Morris. So the Bulldogs do get a hit, but no runs. There was no errors, and there was 1 runner left on base. We've played 2 full. The Artesia Bulldogs lead the Santa Fe Demons 3-0, top of the third. Coming up.
Bulldog Pride is about family. It's about being the best both in the game and in the community. It's about giving your all and having your teammates back. This is Pastor Jason Perry, and here at New Hope Baptist Church, we can relate to the Bulldogs. Our church is a family, and we focus on allowing the Lord to be the best both in our church and in our community. Here at New Hope, we know it's a new year, and there's new hope for a new you. We're praying for Bulldog victory in the game and victory in your life through Jesus Christ.
Dean's Inc. of Artesia provides a superior choice for all your electrification, communication, and supply needs with a vision to be the premier industrial electrical service provider in New Mexico and West Texas, providing unparalleled quality in supplies and service with highly skilled and conscious personnel. We pledge to our customers to exhibit the utmost in integrity and reputation while providing superior quality in all we do. Dean's Inc., located at 409 Commerce Road or online at deansinc.com. All
right, we're here in the top of the third inning. Artesia leading 3-0 over Santa Fe. Coming to the plate will be number 1, Luke Jaramillo. He is the center fielder, batting in the 9-hole for the Santa Fe Demons, and he'll step in for the first time facing Devin Molina, the lefty for the Bulldogs. Here's the pitch, swing, and a miss, strike 1. Defensively for the Bulldogs, Bradley Valenzuela out in left, and right is Seth Morris, and center fielder Nye Estrada. All of them playing fairly shallow out there. There's going to be a fly ball. He flew out to left field back to lead things off in the ball game as Davian Molina comes set, and the pitch, strike 1 called. Nice pitch. Davian all over the pitching here today and doing the same thing at the plate. He is 6 for 6 in 2 days. I'm sorry, he is 7 for 7 as that pitch just misses high. So 1 is on deck for the Demons, Jake Mirabal. He is the catcher. And in the hole, Lucas Lujan, the shortstop. Got 1 out here, 2-1 the count. We're in the top of the third. Strike called. Man, he brought the heat right down the middle. 2-2 now the count to Alvarez. Molina set, and the pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3. And out number 2 here in the top of the third. That's the third strikeout delivered by Molina here in the ball game. And that'll bring to the plate the left-handed catcher, Jake Mirabal. He is 0 for 1. He grounded out back in the top of the first on a ground out to the shortstop. First pitch he sees flies off to the left side and out of play for strike 1. You know what? He was hit by a pitch. I wrote that down. I didn't write it down, but he was the one that was hit by pitch. He sees ball 1 there, 1-1 now, count low and away. Mirabal was hit by a pitch in the first, so he did reach, but then he was thrown out at second on a fielder's choice. 6-4. All right, here's the pitch, and he went. Strike 2, tried to hold up, but couldn't on that great pitch from Davian Molina. Fooled him. Got him to chase, low and away. Might have been a splitter. I don't know if he throws that or not, but good pitch nonetheless. Molina comes set, and the pitch. And he got him, rung him up, inside fastball, and that is a strikeout. And out number 3. Went up 1, 2, 3, fly out, strikeout, strikeout. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on. We've played 2.5, and your Bulldogs and my Bulldogs continue to lead the Santa Fe Demons 3-0. We've got the bottom half coming up. Garrett Fisher, the 4-hole, he's leading things off. Frankie Galindo and Nye Estrada top three batters coming up here in the bottom of the third. Stay tuned.
Please pardon our dust as we move into our new facility at Artesia Animal Clinic. We've begun the process of moving into our new facility, which features more exam rooms, expanded surgery and treatment rooms, lab, x-ray, and larger kennels. We're so excited to be moving into our new facility, and we look forward to being better able to help care for your pets. Artesia Animal Clinic, now moving into our new clinic in the same location, 110 West Mahone, just north of Artesia Ford Sales.
Many times, patients require skilled care for short-term illnesses, temporary help after hospitalization or rehabilitation after a major surgery, and many more conditions that can be handled in the comfort of your home. J&J Home Care stands ready to provide such care when you or your family members need it. Our highly experienced nurses, therapists, and aides have been serving Artesia and the surrounding community for more than 20 years. To learn more about the services available at J&J Home Care, call 746-2892 or visit us at 1301 West Grand in Artesia.
Bottom of the third coming up here as Mirabal comes out, the catcher. Pitcher Sandoval was already getting his warm-ups with another one of the players for Santa Fe. On deck, coming to bat here to lead things off in the third is Garrett Fisher. Last night he went 3 for 4. He was also hit by a pitch. He had 2 singles, a towering home run out to left field, 2 runs and 3 RBIs. And you know what? He's continued hitting here. He hit a double and got an RBI in the bottom of the first, and now steps in here 1 for 1 in this ball game. Garrett, the first baseman for the Bulldogs, wears number 24 on his white jersey, steps in on the right side, the big righty. And Sandoval still on the hill. He comes set. First pitch. Curveball called, strike 1. Great pitch there by Sandoval. Coming at the shoulder of the right-handed batter Fisher, and then just curved right in there for a called strike 1. Sandoval again comes set. Has kind of a double set motion. That one a little bit high. Tried the same pitch, just didn't break quite as much. So the count now 1-1. Romero, Dunn, Jaramillo, and Stacy from left right out in the outfield for the Demons. Here's the pitch, away and low for ball 2. Alvarez and Ortega third and first respectively, and up the middle it's Lujan and Bustos, shortstop and second base. The catcher is Mirabal, and the pitcher Nick Sandoval as he comes set for the 2-1 pitch. First bounces up there, ball 3. So 3-1 now to Garrett. Frankie Sandoval, the catcher for the Bulldogs, on deck, and Nia Estrada, playing out in center field today, is in the hole as Nick Sandoval comes set. The pitch. Called strike 2. That curveball broke just enough, so full count now for Fisher. Pitcher ready to go. The pitch. Got him to chase, and that is out. Number 1 here in the bottom of the first inning on the strikeout. So that's the 5th strikeout issued by Nick Sandoval here in the ball game. He's given up 3 walks and 3 hits and 3 runs as well, but 5 strikeouts against the Bulldogs is pretty good. All right, Galindo steps in on the right side. Sandoval ready to go. Here's the pitch. Swung on, foul back for strike 1. Frankie went 0 for 2 last night, but he reached on a walk and scored a run. And then here in this ball game, he struck out in the bottom half of the first inning. So 0 for 1 right now. Steps back in. The count 0-1. Turns to bunt it, and he is going to put the bunt down, but he hit a little bit too hard and right back. Oh, and it gets by. That's an error. And I'm going to call that on the pitcher throwing error over there. That should have been an easy out. But instead, Frankie Galindo reaches as he kind of bunted it too hard and just to the left of the mound. And Sandoval got right to it very easily, but his throw, I think he kind of tried to baby it over there instead of just zinging it, and it bounced, and the first baseman unable to come up with it. So E1, that's first error of the ball game on the actually it's a second error. All right, so squaring around to bunt is Estrada. Gonna try to move Galindo over. The throw over is not in time, so Galindo back in safely, but a lot of speed right now on the bases for the Bulldogs at the plate and on first, as Estrada and Galindo both have some speed to burn. One out here, another throw over, not in time. Estrada struck out his first time up, and last night he went 0 for 3 with a pair of walks and an RBI. So he's looking to get off the schneid here with a base hit somewhere. Another throw over, so 3 consecutive. Maybe they think they got a sign stolen from the Bulldogs here. Galindo has shortened his lead. Sandoval comes set. And the pitch. And that hit the, I thought it hit him. Maybe it didn't, but wild pitch on the inside. It sounded like to me, I heard the tip on our microphone. The umpire's going to walk out and talk about it with the other umpires, but I sure thought Estrada drew some cloth on his shirt. And I don't know if that's what they're talking about. They may be talking about the pitcher. I don't know what they're talking about. I'm not out there. But all 3 umpires are gathered up and visiting. Yeah, that's what they were talking about. And yeah, it is what I thought. Hit by pitch. So they send Estrada down to first base. So Bulldogs now have runners at first and second. A couple of ducks on the pond. One of them in scoring position, and coming to the plate is number 9, Ethan Ramirez, the third baseman for the Bulldogs. He drew a walk back in the first, so his second time through. Sandoval takes a long look, second look. Here's the pitch. Misses away, ball 1. Runners at first and second. Ramirez at the plate. Last night he was 1 for 4. He also reached by error and he scored 2 runs. Had a single on that one hit. Here's the pitch. Swung on. That's hit well. Right center. That's going to be a base clear, I'm thinking, as it's going to bounce all the way to the wall. Ramirez rounds first to second. Coming home is Galindo. Also coming home is Estrada. And going into third with a stand-up triple is Ethan Ramirez. 2 RBIs, and the Bulldogs now lead 5-0 here in the bottom of the third inning. Great piece of hitting there for Ethan as he drove that ball into right center. And of course, the wind is helping the hitters, but it's helping Santa Fe too if they can get the bat on the ball. But he did drive that pretty well. So 2 RBIs for Ramirez, and that brings to the plate Diego Zamora. Struck out his last time up, steps in on the right side. He's got a runner down at third base. He foul tips that one straight back and out of play for strike 1. On deck is the right fielder, Seth Morris. And in the hole, we're back to the top of the order, Devin Fierro, the shortstop for the Bulldogs. Diego last night went 3 for 5. He had 3 singles, a run scored, and an RBI. Right now 0 for 1, but looking to get a base hit and an RBI right here. And that pitch just misses away on the outside corner for ball 1. 1-1 now the count to Diego. We've got 1 out here in the bottom of the third, and the Bulldogs now lead 5-0 after getting those 2 RBIs on the triple. That pitch just misses. Ball 2, 2-1 now the count. That was Ethan Ramirez that drove in those runs. Galindo had reached by error, and Estrada reached by hit by pitch. Here's the pitch, called, strike 2. 2-2 now the count to Zamora. So the error and the hit by pitch cost him because Ramirez drove it into right center for a triple and a 2 RBI. Sandoval to the plate, 2-2. Strike called, and he is out on the K, the 6th K for Nick Sandoval. Zamora will take a seat, and that is out number 2 here in the inning, and that'll bring the number 9 hitter to the plate, playing out right field, number 21, Seth Morris. Seth reached via a walk in the last inning. Sandoval set, runner at third base. That pitch is going to be called high for ball one. Is Ethan Ramirez down to third. He had kind of got a big lead, and then he kind of jumped back, but the pitcher came home with it. Seth was 0 for 2 last night, but he also reached 3 times. He's hit by a pitch twice and drew a walk, and he also had an RBI. Strike one called right down on the inside corner. So 1-1 now the count to Seth. 2 down here in the bottom of the third. Bulldogs leading 5-0, and on deck is the leadoff batter, shortstop Devin Fierro. And Taylor in the hole, the DH. Here's the pitch, swung on. It's going to be a pop fly to the right side. First baseman drifts back and makes the play for out number 3. Bulldogs get 1 hit. There was an error, 2 runs scored, and there was 1 runner left on base. We've played 3 full, and the score now 5-0 in favor of our Artesia Bulldogs. We'll be back after this timeout. Top of the 4th coming up here live from Hobbs, New Mexico, right here on KSVP Radio and KSVPTV.com, where the Bulldogs and Lady Bulldogs come to play.
Where can you find the best selection of beautiful and unique home decor in the region? Easy, Casa Decor in Ruidoso. For years, people from all over have come to Casa Decor for the best selection of rustic, real wood furniture, beautiful decor from the Southwest and beyond, and quality outdoor furniture and accessories that are built to last a lifetime. At Casa Decor, they have over 10,000 square feet of showroom for everything you need. Casa Decor opens 7 days a week from 9:30 to 5 at 1214 Meacham Drive in Ruidoso, or online at casadecorruidoso.com. Proud supporter of local high school sports.
Pecans are a big deal here in Chaves County. We have some of the biggest orchards in the country, and lots of us have pecan trees in our yards. Hi, this is Jim Gill from Roswell Seed Company. Whether you have 1 pecan tree or 1,000 of them, this time of year, every pecan tree needs fertilizer. So come see us at Roswell Seed Company, and we'll get you fixed up with the right fertilizer for your pecan trees, so that next year, your nuts will be big and beautiful. And that's all I'm going to say about that.
All right, Bulldog fans, we're back here. Top of the 4th inning. The Artesia Bulldogs leading the Santa Fe Demons 5-0. Got 3 in the bottom of the first and 2 in the last inning, bottom of the third. And so now we start the 4th. And coming to the plate for the Santa Fe Demons to lead things off is their number 3 hitter, Lucas Lujan. And he swings and misses at pitch number 1 from Davian Molina. Lujan is 0 for 1. He hit into a fielder's choice his first time up, back in the top of the first. Molina comes set. Another swing and a miss on a great change of speed there by Molina. 0-2 the count here to the leadoff batter. Top of the 4th inning. The pitch inside, ball 1. 1-2 now the count. Lincoln Stacy on deck, the right fielder, and the DH, Evan Cluck, is in the hole for the Demons. The pitch swung on, fouled off to the right. Count remains 1-2. Defensively for the Bulldogs, we got Seth Morris out in right, Nia Estrada in center, and Bradley Valenzuela in left. Garrett Fisher over at first, Diego Zamora at second, Devin Fierro at short, and Ethan Ramirez at third. That ball is low and in for ball 2 to Lujan. Catching is Frankie Galindo, and of course the pitcher, Davian Molina. We've been talking a lot about him because he went 5 for 5 at the plate last night, and today he is 2 for 2. So he is 7 for 7 on the young season. That's a hitting streak. There's a hard hit ball out to right center. Will the Bulldogs get there? They will not. It'll fall into the gap. 1 hop off of the fence. Estrada gets it in quickly, but that's a stand-up double. First hit of the ball game for the Santa Fe Demons, and it comes via Lucas Lujan, the shortstop, as he pounds that one out to right center field. 1 hops into the fence, and he's standing at second base with a leadoff double here in the top of the 4th inning. All right, so coming to the plate is number 16, Lincoln Stacy, the right fielder, lefty at the plate. Molina, also lefty, comes set, and the pitch swing. That's hit hard, and it gets by the second baseman, Diego Zamora. That's going to score a run. He's going to go to second base, and it was almost cut out there by Zamora, and that's a double. So back-to-back doubles for the Santa Fe Demons. RBI for Lincoln Stacy. And that'll bring Evan Cluck to the plate, the DH. He also batting from the left side as Molina has given up now 2 hits back-to-back here in the top of the 4th. 5-1 the score now. Bulldogs lead. That pitch low and away. Good job there by Galindo as he scooped that ball. I think before it bounced. He might have cut it off the one bounce, but either way, good stop there on his left. Molina comes set. Ball 1 to Cluck. The pitch, swing and a miss. Strike 1. Kind of squirts out of the glove to the right for Galindo, but he hustles to it, and the runner stays down at second base. Stays put. 1-1 now the count. Molina works quickly on the hill. He doesn't go from the windup. Always in the stretch regardless. That pitch bounces, and another good job by Galindo to keep that in front of him. He took it off out on the left side of his left in the right-handed batter's box. Took it off the chest and kept it in front of him. That was ball 2. 2-1 now to Cluck. Fierro and Zamora playing back and forth out there on that runner, and that ball's low. Skips away. He's got a chance though, and he's going to throw it down in time. He got him. Good job there by Ramirez as he had to go down the line toward second to catch it, but got the tag on in the backside of the runner who was Stacy. Before he got to the bases, he dove in. So that is out number 1 on the throwdown to third base by Frankie Galindo. It was ball 3. Swing and a miss for strike 2 for Cluck. He has now got a full count. He was 0 for 1 so far in the ballgame. He reached by an error back in the second. Made it to second base before the Bulldogs got 3 outs. Here's the payoff pitch. That's low and away for the first walk of the game for Davian Molina. So a double and a double, and then the throw down to third to get the runner Stacy for the first out, and then a walk given up to Evan Cluck to put a runner on first base for the Demons. They've scored 1 run here off those back-to-back doubles. At the plate is Bustos, the second baseman. He's going to see a ball bounce in front of him. Another good job by Galindo. He's not letting anything go by. So 1-0 the count to Bustos. On deck is Romero Dunn. Cade Romero Dunn. Runner off and running, swung and fouled back into the net. So that was definitely a hit and run. 1-1 now the count. As the runner, Bustos will hustle back down. Cluck will hustle back down to first. Bustos at the plate. And Molina, who works very quickly from the stretch, takes a look in, gets his pitch, and he's going to throw over. He's got him caught. Nice move there by the lefty. And then he's got him out at second base. Garrett Fisher kind of geeked him. He threw it, but it looked like he pumped it, and he just lobbed it over the top, and the runner didn't realize. He thought he pumped it, and he gets tossed out at second base, and that's out number 2. Great move there by Molina. Got him leaning, and in fact got him going, and so throws it over to first, and then Fisher gets it to Zamora for the out. Strike called. 1-2 now the count. Caught the outside corner to Bustos. Good fastball there by Molina. 2 down, 1-2 the count. And the pitch got him to chase. Molina's going to chase him down, and that is out. Number 3 on the strikeout tag out. 2 hits. There was 1 run scored on those 2 hits. There was no errors on the Bulldogs, and there was nobody left on base. So we've played 3.5. Santa Fe scores 1 there. The score now 5-1 as we head into the bottom half of the 4th inning. We'll be back. Stay tuned.
Austin Industrial is currently seeking a janitorial staff position to work in the Holly Frontier Refinery. You will be responsible for cleaning and sanitizing offices, meeting rooms, bathrooms, kitchen and dining room, and public areas. No minimum education requirements are needed, no experience is required, and pay is $13.50 an hour for this full-time 40-hour-a-week position. Apply at austin-ind.com or call Miss Cookie Look at 832-657-3385. Austin Industrial is an equal employment opportunity employer. weather. Nothing reminds you that spring is right around the corner than the sounds of baseballs and softballs pinging off the bats. So welcome springtime with ENMU Baseball and Softball this weekend, March 4th through the 6th. ENMU Baseball welcomes in UTPB for a conference showdown Friday at 4, Saturday at 2 and 5, and Sunday at 1. Your Greyhound softball team has their home opening series Friday at 2 against Texas A&M Commerce, and then welcome in UT Tyler Sunday at 11 a.m. and 1 p.m. Free admission all season long. Visit goeasternathletics.com for more information. ENMU Baseball and Softball, all in.
Welcome back here, Bulldog fans. I was taking care of some business on a text and realized, hey, I'm supposed to be talking. I was surprised Gene wasn't slapping me on the top of the head. Hey, wake up. All right. So we're back here at the ballpark. The Artesia Bulldogs leading 5-1, and at the plate for the Bulldogs is the leadoff man to start things off here in the bottom of the fourth, Devin Fierro. He's going to try to get the bunt down. That's strike one, as he was unable to accomplish that. Nathan Taylor, the DH, on deck, and in the hole, Davian Molina, the pitcher for the Bulldogs. As Devin steps back in on the right side, Nick Sandoval has gone the whole way for the Demons. He also not pitching ever from the windup. Swing and a miss. Good cut there for Devin, but a better pitch from Sandoval. So 0-2 now the count for Fierro. He is 0 for 1 in the ballgame with a strikeout and a walk and a run scored. Went 1 for 3 last night. Here's the pitch. Swing. It's a ground ball to the left side. Third baseman catches it on the second hop, fires it across. And that is out number 1 on the 5-3 putout. Routine ground ball, and he made it look routine like he should. So 1 down. And to the plate comes the lefty. Nathan Taylor wears number 12 on his jersey. He is 1 for 2 in the ball game. Singled and scored a run in the first. Struck out in the second. Now steps in to face Sandoval for the third time. The pitch swung on, hit well out to left center. That's going to be another base hit. Line drive out there. One hopped by the right fielder. I said the left field. He went to right. That was Lincoln Stacy out there, the one hop, the right fielder. And Nathan Taylor now 2 for 3 in the ball game, 2 singles, and he stands at first base. With the ever-hot Davian Molina coming to the plate. Davian in this young season is now 7 for 7, so batting 1,000. And he has 2, let's see, let me count them up here. He's got, he's got 3, nope. He's got 4 singles, 2 triples, a home run, and he's 7 for 7. It looks like we got a pitching change to face Molina, or at least they're talking out there. And it's going to be number 10 going to be coming in to pitch for the Demons, another righty. So I'm going to have to find his name for you. We're going to go ahead and take a break as he warms up. Stay tuned. We're in the bottom of the 4th inning. Bulldogs lead 5-1. We'll be back.
H&R Block has many options to make filing your taxes easy. Our tax pros can help you get your max refund with or without the office visit. Drop in, drop off, or a tax pro can even do your taxes virtually. Send some pics from your phone without leaving home. Just another way Block has your back.
All tax situations are different. Not everyone gets a refund.
Taxes may be more complex than you think. Visit your local H&R Block located on the corner of 5th and Texas in downtown Artesia.
Members of Central Valley Electric Cooperative are invited to attend the 2022 annual meeting to be held Saturday, March 19th at the S.L. Yates High School Auditorium in Artesia, New Mexico. Come meet your fellow co-op members, hear about the status of your electric co-op and what is planned for the future. There will be door prizes and a nice gift. Plus, the first 200 members to register will each receive a $50 gift card. Limit 1 card per membership. Registration begins at 9 a.m. The annual meeting begins at 10 a.m. Mark your calendar and please attend the Central Valley Electric Co-op annual meeting, March 19th in Artesia, New Mexico. We look forward to seeing you there.
All right, Bulldog fans, we're back here. It took me a minute, but I figured it out. Lucas Gabaldon, number 10, has come in to pitch for Nick Sandoval. Nick went 3 1/3. He had 6 strikeouts, gave up 3 walks, hit 1 batter, and gave up 4 hits. And right now is in line to take the loss unless the Demons can get the lead here before the end of the ball game. So Gabaldon will step in here facing one of the hottest batters got to be in the state. He's batting 1,000 in 2 games, 7 for 7. Davian Molina, he's tripled, 2 RBIs and singled here in this ball game. Went 5 for 5 last night, including a monster home run out to right field. Runners often run and swing and a miss, but the catcher dropped it. So a steal for Taylor. He goes down to second base. And so now Davian with the runner on the pond out there, duck on the pond to bring in as to add to his RBI totals here early in the year. If he can get another hit, Taylor very well could come around. He's getting a big lead out of second base. And the pitch. He's running to third, and he is safe. Oh, my gosh. I thought he was safe, but he's called out. So good throw there by the catcher, Mirabal. And I thought he was there by a mile, but I was mistaken. So that's out number 2 on the throw out. 2-5 is the play, and Davian Molina now has an, I think, 1-1 count. Swing and a miss for Davian. 1-2 now the count. 2 outs, nobody on as Taylor was thrown out over at third base. And Molina steps back in from the left side. Gabaldon working from the windup. The pitch low and away for ball 2. 2-2 now the count. On deck is the number 4 hitter, Garrett Fisher, and in the hole, the catcher, Frankie Galindo for the Bulldogs. Here's the wind and a pitch. Foul tip, staying alive is Molina. Hits it off the end of the bat, cue-balled it over to the left side. So the count 2-2 with 2 outs. Got a lot of 2s up there on the board. The pitch swung on, chopper straight down and back for Molina as he continues to stay alive. And the count remains 2-2 with 2 outs. Wind blowing out here at the ballpark in Hobbs on this bright, sunny, beautiful day. Here's the wind and the pitch from Gabaldon. Bounces it up there, so the count runs full. Good at bat here for Davian, and he's had a lot of those here in this tournament. In fact, I would say every at bat's been good for him. We'll see if he can come through here and keep his streak alive. 7 for 7 right now. Lucas Gabaldon, the new pitcher, is pitched low and away, and that is ball 4. So it wasn't a hit, but he gets on base nonetheless with the walk. First walk given up by Gabaldon. His first batter that he faced. Tough spot to come in there, facing the hottest hitter in Artesia for his first batter, but he did a good job, kept him from getting a hit. And coming in to run for the pitcher, Molina, is going to be Beauregard, the freshman, speedy freshman, down at first base. And now Fisher, the number 4 hitter, steps in. He is 1 for 2 in the ball game with a double RBI and a pair of RBIs. He's going to chop it down the third base line. Coach Ortiz will go try to field it. Took a weird hop on him, got under his hand for strike 1. On deck is Frankie Galindo, and in the hole, Nia Estrada for the Bulldogs as Fisher has 4 RBIs here in the tournament. And again, 1 for 2. He doubled back in the first, struck out in the third, and now going to be a step off, no throw over as Beauregard dives back into first base. Gabaldon from the stretch, takes another peek over his shoulder, but now to the plate. Swung on and fouled back into the net for strike 2. So the count now 0-2 to Garrett. With 2 outs and a runner down at first base. We're in the bottom of the 4th, and the Bulldogs lead and have led the whole way. The score right now 5-1. Beauregard gets a good lead at first. And the pitch low and away for ball 1. 1-2 now the count to Garrett Fisher. Wind basically blowing straight out to center field. It shifts from time to time, but basically blowing out from behind us here in the press box straight out to center field. Here's the pitch in for ball 2. 2-2 now the count to Garrett. Bulldogs play in the morning, 10 o'clock. And Gene and I are going to make the hop, skip, and jump over here to Hobbs and have that game for you. Low and away, ball 3, so full count now for Garrett. He's not batting in the cleanup hole for nothing. He's got power. He also hits for average, and he has a very good eye. There's been some good pitches that Gabaldon has tried to get him to chase, and he has not. After being down 0-2, he now is at a full count. Gabaldon comes set, takes a look over. Now the runner's off and running, and that's ball 4. So Beauregard will just coast into second base, and the Bulldogs trying to get a 2-out rally going here as Fisher draws the walk. So back-to-back walks for the new pitcher, Lucas Gabaldon. But he was facing, in all fairness to him, the two of the best hitters in the Artesia lineup, batting third and fourth, Molina and Fisher. They both draw a walk, and now Frankie Galindo will come to the plate. He's 0 for 1 today with a strikeout in the first. He did get on in the third on an error, and then ended up scoring one of the 5 runs. Here's the pitch, high, ball 1. On deck is Nia Estrada, and in the hole, Ethan Ramirez for the Bulldogs. As they've got 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th, but trying to get a rally going. The pitch, high for ball 2. Gabaldon again to the plate, and that's going to miss away. Ball 3, so he walked the first 2 batters he faced, took them to a full count, but now it's thrown 3 straight to Frankie Galindo. So 0-3 the count. I mean 3-0 the count. I think 0-3 would be a strikeout. 3-0 the count. And the pitch. Low for ball 4, so 4 straight and 3 straight walks. The Bulldogs have loaded them up here. And coming to the plate will be number 2, center fielder Nia Estrada, with the bases loaded. 3 ducks on the pond, and Nye is 0 for 1 in this ball game. He was hit by a pitch back in the third. He struck out in the first. He scored a run in the third. He's due for a hit. He definitely looking to get off the schneid. He was 0 for 3 last night, but he drew 2 walks and had an RBI walk-in. Bases loaded for him. He's going to hit that well, but right at the shortstop, he scoops it up. He's going to go across the diamond just in time. 6-3 the put out, and that ends the threat. So the Bulldogs get 1 hit, but no runs. There were 3 runners left on base, no errors. And we go into the top of the 5th with the score 5-1 in favor of our Artesia Bulldogs. Crouch Plumbing and Artesia Credit Union up next. Stay tuned, top of 5 coming up.
When that problem arises, one call to Crouch Plumbing and Heating is all it takes. Crouch's plumbers and technicians are highly trained. No problem is too big or too small for Crouch. Whether you need a water heater replaced, a gas line run, a leaky faucet repaired, or your heater or AC serviced, Crouch can do it all. Your problem is their problem, till it's no longer a problem. Call on Crouch for timely response, quality workmanship at a fair price. Servicing Carlsbad and Artesia.
When was the last time a bank asked you if you'd like to keep more of your money? At Artesia Credit Union, you pay yourself by avoiding big bank fees and all the corporate investors that go along with them. Let Artesia Credit Union help you achieve financial happiness. From home and auto loans to a working line of credit or sending your kids to college, membership on 5th Street. Log on to artesiacu.org. Artesia Credit Union, member NCUA, an equal housing lender.
Gene didn't slap me, but this time he did point. Said, "Hey, buddy, wake up over there." Gene, I'm working while I'm working. He goes, "I know, but you're working here right now, buddy. Work here." All right, we're in the top of the 5th. David Molina has gone the whole way for the Bulldogs. First pitch called, strike 1 on the inside corner to Cade Romero Dunn, the left fielder. He is 0 for 1. He flew out back in the second. Next pitch swung on. That's going to be driven to the right side, but foul down the line for strike 2. On deck is Ivan Ortega, the first baseman. And in the hole is the center fielder, number 1, Luke Jaramillo for the Demons. They're down by 4 here in the top of the 5th, 5-1. And the first batter down 0-2. The pitch, swing and a miss, got him. And he's going to throw it down because he did drop it, but that is strikeout number 4 for Davian Molina, and that is out number 1 here in the top of the 5th inning. So coming to the plate will be the big right-hander, Ivan Ortega, first baseman for the Demons. He steps in 0 for 1 in the ballgame. He struck out back in the 2nd, and now faces Molina for the 2nd time. First pitch just missed it, fouled it straight back to the net for strike 1. Number 9 hitter, center fielder Luke Jaramillo on deck, and the leadoff batter, Adon Alvarez, in the hole, the third baseman for the Demons. Molina comes set. Here's the pitch. Strike 2 called. Fastball on the outside half of the plate. Frankie Galindo set up there, and that's exactly where Molina threw it, right into the glove of the waiting catcher. This pitch does not break. Outside and away for ball 1. 1-2 to Ortega as he steps back in, and the lefty Molina gets ready to go, gets his pitch from Galindo, comes set. And that's strike 3, got him looking. Second strikeout here in the inning, and the 5th in the ball game for Molina. As the Bulldogs toss it around the horn, and that'll bring to the plate number 1, Luke Jaramillo. He is 0 for 1 in the ball game. He flew out to the center fielder his first time up back in the 3rd inning. So now batting here in the 5th for his 2nd time in the ball game. Steps in on the right side. First pitch swung on, popped up to the right and out of play for strike 1. Leadoff batter, number 18, Adon Alvarez, the third baseman, is on deck. And the catcher, Jake Mirabal, number 15, in the hole, if they can get themselves a 2-out rally going here. Molina comes set to the plate. Got him to chase it outside, looked like a changeup. Really took some off of that one. Great pitch there by Davian. So 0-2 the count quickly here to Jaramillo as Davian comes set. And the pitch misses away and high for ball 1. 1-2 now the count to Luke Jaramillo. Bulldogs play again at 10 in the morning. And then, of course, tomorrow night, and Gene and I will be here. And then tomorrow night, the Bulldog basketball team. Swing and a miss. Got him. That's called KKK. They go down swinging in order. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. Strikes out the side. We've played 4.5, and the Bulldogs lead 5-1 here in Hobbs. Bottom half coming up. Artesia 5, Santa Fe 1. We'll be back.
Through Presbyterian Medical Services, Artesia Family Health Center is your all-in-one provider for medical, dental, and behavioral health services. They have highly skilled professionals ready to treat your medical, dental, and behavioral health issues. Appointments are available via phone calls, video calls, and limited office visits to provide you a safe and easy way to take care of your health. Need a COVID test or vaccine? Artesia Family Health not only offers testing, but the Moderna COVID vaccine too. Call and learn more. 575-746-9848 or visit Artesia Family Health at 1105 Memorial Drive in Artesia.
This is John.
Hey, my name is John Jackson.
He's not some actor. He's a steward of the land with a John Deere 3 Series tractor and a PTO Quick Connect that hooks up rear implements with a single click. John runs with us because to him, there's nothing more important than connecting with the land. Nothing runs like a Deere. Hear John's story at Deere.com.
Stop by Pecos Valley Equipment in Artesia and Roswell, or visit us online at pecosvalleyequipment.com.
All right, we're going into the bottom of the 5th inning. Artesia 5, Santa Fe 1. And at the plate for the Bulldogs, Ethan Ramirez. First pitch, high for ball 1 from Gabaldon. Ethan's 1 for 1 with a triple, 2 RBIs, and a walk here in this ball game. And he looked at ball 1 high there in his 3rd at bat in the 5th. Or not in the 5th inning, 3 at bats, but his at bat in the 5th. My wording sounded funny, Gene. I had to fix that. Yeah. All right, 2-0 count. Here's the pitch. Swung on, flared off to the right side, and that's going to get over to the netting by the first base dugout, so that's strike 1. On deck is the second baseman, Diego Zamora, and in the hole Seth Morris, the right fielder. Making sure, I thought there might have been a change. Nope, it's still the same. All right, so 2-1 the count. Here's the pitch, low and away for ball 3 to Ramirez. Steps back in on the right side, facing Lucas Gabaldon for the first time. He came in for Sandoval in the last inning. Got him to chase one. Strike 2. It was kind of down and away. He went after it. So the full count now for Ramirez as he steps back in. And Gabaldon ready to go. Here's the wind in the pitch. Swing. Grounder to the shortstop. He picks it up, fires it across, and he was safe. He took a little too long. Hustling down the line is Ramirez. There's a single. So the Bulldogs lead off with a hit. You guys call that an error? It was a hit, right? Yeah. That's how I saw it as well. All right, so a leadoff hit there, and the first hit given up by Sandoval. So at the plate now is the second base. Throw over, not in time. Boy, he had a big lead and a good try there by Gabaldon over to Ortega, but not in time as Ramirez slides back head first safely. Here's the pitch, turn and bunts it. Good bunt. Right down the left. That's going to be a hit for a single. Great bunt there. Moves him over and gets on. So the bunt single puts runners at first and second. And no outs here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Good job there by Morris. He laid that down and just deadened it down the first base side. And the catcher jumped up but couldn't handle it. And so that brings to the plate. Oh, we do have a sub coming in here. So Jaden Beauregard will come into bat. I think it's Jaden. I know he goes by Bub, and I always forget. It's Caden, not Jaden. Caden Beauregard coming in here to bat in the 9-hole. So Caden will step in with runners at first and second, and nobody out here in the bottom of the 5th inning. See if he tries to bunt him over, if he's going to be swinging. Getting a big lead down there in second base is Ramirez. Here's the pitch. Inside, it gets by the catcher, so now Caden's going to have runners, 2 of them in scoring position. As that's ball 1 to Caden Beauregard, and he went last night. He came in and went 1 for 1. He also reached by an error. He had a single and 2 runs last night, and then he is batting for his first time. We've seen him come in and run a couple times for the pitcher Molina here in this ball game, courtesy run. Now stands at the plate, and he looks at ball 2, low and away. Good job there by Mirabal as he knocks that down, keeps it out in front, and keeps the runners where they're at. But Beauregard now with a 2-0 count, so he's in a hitter's count right here with runners at second and third. Base hit anywhere should score 2 runs. Here's the pitch. Called a strike. I thought he might call that low and away. Took him a minute, and he does stick the arm out there, does the head umpire behind home plate. So 2-1 now the count for Caden as he steps back in on the right side. Here's the pitch, swung on. It's going to be a chopper to the third base side, but foul. Coach Ortiz will gather that up, toss it to the third baseman. So 2-2 now the count to Beauregard. On deck is the top of the order, Devin Fierro, the shortstop, and Nathan Taylor, the DH, in that order. Nobody out, runners at second and third. Beauregard steps back in. 2-2 the count. Here's the pitch. Curveball high for ball 3. So good at bat here for Caden, the freshman for the Bulldogs, as he's drawn a full count. Steps back in, ready to go. Lucas Gabaldon, the pitcher, to the plate. And that misses down and away, and that's a walk. So the Bulldogs load them up here. Single, bunt, single, and a walk. And coming to the plate, the top of the order, Devin Fierro. That's the third walk given up by Gabaldon since he has come in. And now Fierro, who is 0 for 2 in the ballgame, has a walk and a run scored. First pitch he sees, he fly ball out to shallow center field. And the center fielder is going to get it, but the runner's going to tag and come home. And actually, he's going to go back. He probably would have been safe, but he goes back, does Ramirez. So that is the first out of the inning, fly out to the center fielder. Everybody stays home on the bases. So bases remain loaded, and that brings Nathan Taylor to the plate with 1 out. Nathan is 2 for 3 in the ball game. He singled twice, scored a run. As he steps in on the left side, here's the pitch. Swung on, flared off to the left and out of play for strike 1. On deck is Davian Molina, and in the hole, Garrett Fisher. With 1 out, they're going to play back up the middle, and on the corners, playing up with the bases loaded. Low for ball 1. 1-1 now the count to Nathan. Taylor looking to drive one somewhere. We've seen him get some triples. He had 2 of them last night. He gets a triple here, he's going to have 3 RBIs. Pair of singles in this ball game. Here's the pitch. Called, strike 2. Got him on the inside corner. So 1-2 now the count to Nathan Taylor as he'll back up and take a practice cut. Playing pretty much straight away as a defense for the Demons. Taylor steps back in. He's going to drive one to left field, but that's going to go foul as it tails off on him. So the count remains 1-2. Went the other way with it. We have 1 out. We're in the bottom of the 5th inning. The Bulldogs lead 5-1, but look to blow it open here as they got the bases loaded with only 1 out. And in the meat of the order, number 2 batter at the plate, 2 for 3 already on the day. 1-2 the count. Gabaldon to the plate. Swing and a miss. Got him. So a good pitch there. As swinging through that was Nathan Taylor, and that's out number 2. And the first strikeout issued by Lucas Gabaldon. But that brings no rest for the weary as Davian Molina, the number 3 hitter in the lineup, who is 7 for 7 on the weekend, to the plate. The lefty steps in to face Gabaldon. Pitch away for ball 1. Garrett Fisher, the number 4 hitter in the lineup, on deck, and Frankie Galindo, the catcher, in the hole. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Molina waiting for the pitch. It's outside, ball 2. Davian drew a walk. His last at bat against Gabaldon. It was the first batter that Gabaldon saw. Here's the pitch. Swung on, hits it hard, but foul down the right side. Ground ball. Coach Lopez just stepped out of the way and gives a big grin. Says, I don't have a glove. I don't got to catch that. All right, so Molina ready to go. The count 2-1. Runners get big leads. Here's the pitch. Low and away, ball 3. And again, no rest for the weary if he ends up getting draws a walk here. You got Garrett Fisher, the number 4 hitter in the lineup, coming up. So Gabaldon bearing down here, trying to get out of this bind. Swung on, hits it well out to left center, but the center fielder will make a way over and make the play. So Molina is human after all as he flies out. But he is playing fantastic, no doubt about it. That is out number 3, so the Bulldogs get a pair of hits and a walk, but are unable to get a run across. The score remains 5-1. There was no errors. There were 3 runners left on base. And the score, 5-1. Bulldogs after 5. So the top of the 6th coming up. Stay tuned.
ENMU Roswell offers high school students the opportunity to get a head start on their college education journey into healthcare. Through the Allied Health Careers Pathway, high school learners can enroll in dual credit courses that introduce them to a wide range of careers that include emergency medical technician, paramedic, nursing, occupational therapy, respiratory therapy, medical assisting, phlebotomy, and nursing assistant. Start your healthcare career path at ENMU Roswell. Contact your high school counselor for more information.
Hey guys, Cambria here from your local Artesia KFC Taco Bell. Did you know right now you can get a 10-piece of legs and thighs, chicken only, for $13.99? And people love our KFC chicken sandwich.
You've got to try it. An extra crispy, hand-breaded chicken fillet placed on a buttery brioche bun, topped with pickles and your choice of classic or spicy mayonnaise. It's the best chicken sandwich ever, and it's only at your KFC in Artesia.
We hope to see you soon at your local KFC Taco Bell in Artesia.
Didn't know it, but the song is saying we're in the jungle in Hobbs, New Mexico.
As we start the 6th inning here, Davian Molina has been on the hill for the Bulldogs the entire way. He's only given up a pair of hits. Here's the pitch. Just misses outside for ball 1. At the plate for the Demons is the leadoff batter, Adon Alvarez. He sees ball 1. Here's the second pitch. That's going to be called strike 1. 1-1 now the count. Alvarez is 0 for 2 in the ballgame. He flew out back in the first out to left field and then struck out in the third. Molina comes set. 1-1 the count. The pitch. Misses in for ball 2. 2-1 now the count. On deck is the number 2 hitter, the catcher, number 15, Jake Mirabal. And in the hole, the number 3 hitter, the shortstop, number 5, Lucas Lujan, as the Demons look to get some runners on board and get some runs across as they're down 5-1 here in the top of the 6th. Swing and a miss, big swing. Swung over the top of it. 2-2 now the count to Adon Alvarez. Defensively, Valenzuela, Estrada, and Morris from left, right, and actually have Beauregard out and right now. Forgot he came in to bat. That pitch down and in for ball 3, so a full count here to Alvarez. So Caden Beauregard out in right. Infield is Ramirez, Fierro, Zamora, and Fisher from third to first. The catcher, Galindo. And the pitcher, who throws that one on the outside, misses away for ball 4, is Davian Molina. So the leadoff walk for the Demons here in the top of the 6th puts Alvarez at first base. It's only the second walk issued by Davian, who's gone the whole way. And stepping in is the catcher, left-handed catcher at that, Jake Mirabal. He wears number 15 on his gold jersey with the blue arms. Here's the pitch. Just a little bit high, ball 1. Jake is 0 for 2. He's 0 for 1. I said this a while ago when he was up at bat 2 innings ago. Throw over, not in time. He was hit by a pitch in the first inning and then was thrown out at second on a fielder's choice. So he is 0 for 1 with a strikeout, the left-handed catcher. Steps back in, the count 1-0. Swung on, hit well out to center field. Going back is Estrada. That's going to one-hop off the fence. Moving from first to third is Alvarez, and strolling in for a stand-up double is Mirabal. Good piece of hitting there as he drove that out to center field. And as I said earlier, the wind helping the batters, although he hit that on the nose. Coming in to run for him is going to be number 2, a courtesy runner, as he is the catcher. So the Demons threatening here. They got runners at second and third with the meat of their order coming to the plate. Lucas Lujan, the shortstop, batting in the 3-hole. He is 1 for 2. He had a double and a run scored, the sole run for the Demons. First pitch, swing and a miss for strike 1. That was the third hit given up by Molina. And with nobody out, the Demons have runners at second and third. Here's the pitch. Swing and a hard hit. That's going to be a base hit. Line drive out to left field. Cut off out there. Nope, it gets by the left fielder. 2 runs will score. And going into second base with a stand-up double is Lucas Lujan. 2 RBIs for the young man. And still nobody out. And the Demons have cut the lead to 2. As it is now 5-3 here in the top of the 6th, and nobody out with a runner at second base. Don't see anybody warming up for the Bulldogs. Davian has gone the whole way here, the lefty. And he will face another left-handed batter, number 5, the shortstop. No, I'm sorry. Number 9, Lincoln State, or bounce right back to the pitcher. He'll throw it to first base for out number 1, so 1-3 the put out. It was number 16, Lincoln Stacy. I couldn't get my words out. the right fielder, number 16, Lincoln Stacy. First pitch he sees, he grounds it right back to the pitcher, Molina. He scoops it, looks the runner back at second, and tosses it over to Fisher for out number 1. And that'll bring the DH, Evan Cluck, to the plate. Another lefty. Here's the pitch. Low and away. Good job by Galindo as he scoots to his left and picks up that bounce. Keeps the runner down there. Ball 1. On deck is number 13, Luis Bustos, the second baseman. In the hole is Romero Dunn for the Demons. As Fierro was cheating in behind the runner, but that pitch was a good hot fastball, but it missed away to the left-handed batter for ball 2. So 2-0 the count. 1 out. We're in the top of the 6th inning, and the lead now has shrunk to only 2 as that bounces, and it does get by. He's still going to try. Nope, he doesn't throw it down. It's a tough play there for the catcher, Galindo, unable to keep that one in front of him. So runner now at third base in the form of Lucas Lujan. And the count now 3-0 to Evan Cluck at the plate. So bearing down here will be Davian Molina, the pitcher. The pitch, and he held up a swing, and that is ball 4. Missed away, and he checked his swing. So the walk, which is the third one issued by Molina, puts runners at first and third. And to the plate comes the second baseman, number 13, Luis Bustos. He is 0 for 2 in the ball game, hit into a fielder's choice. 5-3 put out about in the second and struck out in the 4th. So his third time at the plate with runners at the corners here in the top of the 6th inning. And the tying run down at first base for the Demons. The lefty, Davian Molina, ready to go. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Tomorrow morning, the Bulldogs at 10 a.m. will be taking on the Cleveland Storm, who fell last night to Hobbs in a good game. They went to extra. Runners running, and the catcher Galindo does not fire down there. So now the tying run stands at second base with only 1 out. And the count to Bustos is 1-1 as that pitch missed in. And the runner moved down uncontested. So Davian's going to battle right here, see if he can get out of this inning with no more problems. And there's a call, strike 2. 1-2 now the count to Bustos. On deck is the left fielder, number 12, Cade Romero Dunn. And in the hole, the first baseman, Ivan Ortega. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, got him to chase. Strikeout, and that is out number 2. The 6th strikeout dealt by Davian Molina. So the right-hander, number 12, Cade Romero Dunn, plays out in left field. He's coming to the plate. He is 0 for 2. Flew out to the second baseman. Zamora for the Bulldogs back in the second and struck out an inning ago in the 5th. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Good fastball by Molina as he swung through that pitch. 0-1 the count to Romero Dunn. Molina focused, working. Here's the pitch. Away for ball 1. Runners at second and third with 2 outs. That tying run at second base. So trying to drive him in and get the tie ball game. Here's the pitch. Swung on and fouled back into the net for strike 2. So now the count 1-2 for the Bulldog pitcher, Davian Molina. As he works his way out of this jam. See if he can get a strikeout here. The pitch did not chase. Galindo, good job blocking that ball, was in the turf. So the count goes to 2-2 to Romero Dunn. Davian set and to the plate. Swing, it's a chopper to the shortstop. Coming across and firing it over. 6-3 the put out, and the Bulldogs do get out of the jam. As Fierro fields that cleanly, fires it over to Garrett Fisher, and that ends the threat. But 2 hits, 2 runs, no errors, and 2 runners left on base. They score 2 in the top of the 6th, and the score now 5-3. Bulldogs lead coming into the bottom half of the 6th inning. We'll be back.
Here are some helpful tips to get you and your teeth through the winter months from Smile Expressions in Artesia. Brush your teeth twice a day. Brushing not only protects your teeth, but also protects the gums from catching infections. Use the right toothpaste. The cold winter air as well as sinus pressure can cause sensitivity. Floss daily. Flossing protects your mouth from developing plaque, which can make you more prone to problems like heart disease, type 2 diabetes, and oral cancer. At Smile Expressions, we welcome new patients. Contact us today, 575-746-1900.
Hello, Martin here from Frost Mortgage. I want to tell you about something really awesome. It's my Zero for Hero program. Are you a veteran, current military? Do you work in the medical field, the police department, fire department, or are you in the school system? If you are, then we need to talk. My Zero for Hero program can assist you with either your closing cost or your interest rate. So call me at 575-749-6278 and let's discuss your options.
Frost Mortgage is a division of Primary Residential Mortgage Incorporated and is an equal housing lender. NMLS number 3094.
Back to Veterans Memorial Complex. The Artesia Bulldogs here going into the bottom of the 6th inning. The first pitch is fly out to center field, and that will drop for a base hit for the number 4 hitter in the lineup, Garrett Fisher. So he'll lead off with the single. He is now 2 for 3 in the ball game with the walk and 2 RBIs. And that'll bring to the plate Frankie Galindo, number 17 for the Bulldogs, with nobody out and a runner down at first base. Santa Fe making it interesting to get 2 runs in the top half of the 6th. Here's the pitch, swung on, pop fly to the right side, and the first baseman will make the play in foul territory for out number 1 here in the inning. So Galindo flies out. Fisher stays put on first base after getting the opening hit to lead off in the inning. 1 out now, and to the plate, Nia Estrada, the catcher. He is 0 for 2 in the ball game, but he was hit by a pitch, and he scored a run as that pitch misses away for ball 1. On deck is the third baseman, Ethan Ramirez, and in the hole, the second baseman, Diego Zamora, for the Bulldogs as they try to get those 2 runs back that they gave up in the top half of the inning. Swing and a hard hit down the line. That's going to be fair. Good play over there by the third baseman, but not in time. That's a single. Good job over there by Adon Alvarez for the Santa Fe Demons as he backhanded that on the well-hit ball down the third base line, but his throw not in time as Estrada's got some speed and he beats it out. So 1 out here, a pair of singles in the inning, and at the plate, Ethan Ramirez. Ramirez is 2 for 2 with a triple, a single, and a walk here in this ball game. Here's the pitch, swing, and a chopper down the third base line, foul for strike 1. Ramirez also with 2 RBIs here in this ball game. He got from that triple back in the third. Singled an inning ago to lead things off, and now has runners at first and second with 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Gabaldon comes set, takes a peer back at Fisher at second. Now the pitch, and that's low and in for ball 1. 1-1 now the count. Here's the pitch, swing and a miss for Ramirez. Out in front of it, so now goes to 1-2. As Gabaldon gets set, takes a long look back at second. Now the pitch, swung on, pop fly to the right side. The catcher going to try to get over there and get it, and he does. Nice play there by Jake Mirabal as he goes and gets it, and that is out. Number 2 for the Demons here in the bottom of the 6th. Runners at first and second, and coming to the plate is number 20, second baseman Diego Zamora. Steps in on the right side, Gabaldon the pitcher to the plate. Low, ball 1. So 1-0 the count to Diego. As Estrada at first and Fisher at second get their leads. That pitch misses away and low for ball 2. 2-0 the count. Santa Fe scored 2 in the top half. The Bulldogs can match that if they can get these runners at first and second home here in the bottom half of the 6th. 5-3 is our score. Bulldogs lead. Hard hit down the third base line, but foul for strike 1. So 2-1 now the count to Zamora. As Coach Ortiz did what Coach Lopez did a while ago, said, hey, I'm not wearing a glove. I'm going to get out of the way of that one. Goes out into the left field corner. All right, so 2-1 the count. Here's the pitch. Swung on, pop fly to the right side. That might stay fair, and it might fall in no man's land, and it does. And the runner did not. There were 2 outs. They should have been off and running. So the Bulldogs, I don't think they were running very hard. I don't know if they remembered there were 2 outs, so that's a single, but nobody scored. So Samora gets a single, three in here in the inning, and the base is now loaded for the Bulldogs. The fourth hit given up by Gabaldon since he has come in relief, and at the plate is Beauregard for the Bulldogs, batting in the 9-hole. He has a walk in the ball game, his first at bat. He looks at ball one high. On deck is the top of the order, Devin Fierro, and in the hole, Nathan Taylor. 2 down, bases juiced, and Beauregard looking for some RBIs here. Here's the pitch, swing and a chopper down the third base line, and that's going to be picked up and unassisted at third base is Adon Alvarez. So the Bulldogs get 3 hits but are unable to get anybody across. There was no errors and were 3 runners left on base 3 times in a row now. 4th, 5th, and 6th, the Bulldogs have left the bases loaded. We've finished 6 full, and our score is now 5-3. The Bulldogs leading Santa Fe. We'll be back top of the 7th coming up.
Holy guacamole! The best guacamole in the Pecos Valley is at La Fonda Restaurant in Artesia. Holy guacamole! Everything is coming in fresh by the truckload. Avocados, green chilies, jalapenos, tomatoes, and onions. The makings of our signature salsa, golden fried chili rellenos, and of course our guacamole. Holy guacamole, what are you waiting for? La Fonda Restaurant, 210 West Main in Artesia, with plenty of parking off Highway 285. Holy guacamole!
At Artesia General Hospital, we empower women to live their healthiest lives. Our women's health services offer a growing team of providers equipped with innovative technology like 3D mammography and committed to caring for you with the sensitivity, compassion, and excellence you deserve. Online appointment requests and walk-in visits offer convenience for your busy schedule. And our newest nurse practitioner, Lori Crockett, has specialized training in women's health, contraception care, and menopause care. Request your appointment today at artesiageneral.com/women.
Davian Molina going to go the whole way, or a try to here, as he's still on the mound for the Artesia Bulldogs. Has pitched a fantastic game at this point. He is has 6 strikeouts, have given up 3 walks, 1 hit by pitch, and 3 hits. 2 of which came in the last inning. Actually, he's given up 4 hits as I look back. So 4 hits and 3 walks. And leading off here to start the bottom of the 6th will be number 8. So we've got a change, and I'm going to have to get that young man's name. You got. So number 8, Elijah King, will come in here to bat for the Santa Fe Demons. Pinch batting, left-hander. Will face the left-hander Molina for the Bulldogs. Here's the first pitch. Strike 1 call. Whoa, yeah, he called it a strike. I thought he just took him a minute to say strike 1. So strike 1 called. And so this is the first at bat here for King as he comes in for Ivan Ortega. Second pitch is swung back into the umpire. And so the going to give him a break as the runner will go down and talk to, or the batter will go down and talk to his coach, and the catcher Galindo will stroll out and talk to Molina, give the umpire a chance to shake that one off. 0-2 the count to King. On deck is number 1, Luke Jaramillo, the center fielder, and then they're back to the top of the order. Got to score at least 2 runs here to keep this ball game going as we're in the top of the 7th, and the Bulldogs lead 5-3. Swung on, fouled straight back to the net, so the count remains 0-2 to King. Davian takes a look over to the dugout after he gets the ball back from the umpire. Here's the pitch. Nice curveball. Oh, just missed outside. Molina wanted that one. Kind of grinning sheepishly out there. I thought it was a strike 2, but just missed away. So 1-2 now the count to King. And the pitch. Swung on. It's a little flare right at the shortstop. Devin Fierro will reel that one in. And that is out. Number 1 here in the top of the 7th inning on the flare over to Devin Fierro at shortstop. And that'll bring the number 9 hitter to the plate. Number 1, Luke Jaramillo, the center fielder. He is 0 for 2. He flew out to the center fielder. Estrada back in the third and struck out in the fifth. First pitch just missed inside. Ball one. I thought the umpire was turning to call that one a strike, so I waited, but it was in on the inside for ball one. Next pitch fouled straight back for strike two as Jaramillo just missed that pitch as he fouled it straight back into the netting. So 1-1 the count with one out here. We're in the top of the seventh inning. The Bulldogs keep them one run or less, and they get the win here. Pitch swung on and missed. Curveball got him to chase it as it took a dive, got by the catcher Galindo, but 1-2 now the count to Jaramillo. Alvarez on deck, Mirabal in the hole for the Santa Fe Demons as they try to get 2 more runs here to keep this game going. Setting up on the inside corner. Oh, and it's inside, all right. It went behind the batter from Molina. So 2-2 now the count as Davian, that one got away from him a little bit. Let's see where Frankie sets up this time. He's going to set up right in the middle. Just outside. No call. Strike three. Caught the outside corner. And that is a strikeout. And out number 2. That's the 7th strikeout dealt by Davian in as many innings. We're in the 7th. We've played 6 2/3. And the final out here, possibly for the Demons, comes to the plate. 2 outs. And at the plate is number 18, the third baseman, Don Alvarez. First pitch, low for ball one. He is 0 for 2 with a walk. Flew out in the first, struck out in the third, walked in the 6th, and scored a run. One of the 2 runs that were scored back an inning ago. Steps back in, 1-0 the count. Molina ready to go. Galindo in the middle of the plate. Again dives for ball 2, low. Bounces up to the plate. 2-0 the count. On deck is Mirabal and in the hole Lujan as they get into the meat of their order. The 2-3 batters on deck in the hole. Here's the pitch. Swung on, pop fly. This could be it, or it could be trouble. Coming on and making the play will be the center fielder, Nye Estrada. And that will finish the ball game. The Artesia Bulldogs going to go 2-0 on the season on that fly out to center field as they defeat the Santa Fe Demons 5-3. All right, we're going to take a break, get the Guy Chevrolet postgame show going. When we come back, I'll have some stats for you, so stay tuned here on KSVP Radio and KSVPTV.com, where the Bulldogs and the Lady Bulldogs come to play. We'll be right back.
Guy Chevrolet Company in Artesia is your one-stop for all your automotive needs. From GM certified service and parts, body and paint repairs, to a great lineup of new Chevrolet, Buick, and GMC models, along with our hand-picked selection of new-to-you cars, trucks, and SUVs, we've got you covered. We invite you to come see us today for excellent customer service and the hassle-free buying experience you deserve. You'll find us right here on the corner of 1st and Main in Artesia, where we've sat proudly for almost 97 years, or at GuyChevy.com.
If you own your own business or are ready to start one, think about Western Commerce Bank and how we can be your financial assistant. We are interested in the success of your business and would like to discuss how we can help you improve or expand. We have many loan products to assist you that include convenient financing options and terms. Western Commerce Bank has been helping our customers grow their businesses for over 50 years. Come see us. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Kane Electrical Supply is your #1 distributor when it comes to the top-of-the-line inventory. Kane Electric carries name brands such as Appleton, Burndy, Fluke, Cooper Lighting, Hoffman, Phillips Lighting, iDeck, Klein Tools, and Square D. Kane Electric has your professionals and will assist you with any information you may have on electrical supplies. Kane Electric delivers on location too. Come by Kane Electric today in Artesia at 1911 North Roselawn.
You've changed thousands of diapers, cut off hundreds of crusts, played hours of peekaboo and duck, duck, goose. But you'd do anything for your kids. That's why it's so important to protect them with life insurance from State Farm. State Farm agent Sandy Stockton will help make it easy and affordable to help you protect your family, no matter what the future holds. Because for the people you'd do anything for, life insurance could mean everything. Call State Farm agent Sandy Stockton in Artesia today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
All right, Bulldog fans, welcome back here to the Guys Chevrolet postgame show. The Artesia Bulldogs get the win over the Santa Fe High School Demons here in Game 2 of the round robin at the Black Gold Slugfest. Bulldogs win last night 17-8 over Pojoaque Valley, and today get the win over the Santa Fe Demons 5-3. For the Santa Fe Demons, the losing pitcher was Nick Sandoval. He was a starting pitcher. Coming in to replace him in the middle of the fourth was Lucas Gabaldon. The offense for the Santa Fe Demons, they get 3 runs off of 4 hits. There was 1 Bulldog error, and they left 4 runners on base. They didn't score a run until the 4th inning. They got their first there, and then they got 2 more in the 6th to make it interesting, but then shut out in the 7th. So the final score for the Demons was 3 runs. For the Artesia Bulldogs, Davian Molina gets the complete game. He had 7 strikeouts, gave up 3 walks and 4 hits. He also hit a batter, but great job dealing out there for Davian Molina as he gets the complete game win. Offensively for the Artesia Bulldogs, good game at the plate as well. The Bulldogs get 5 runs off of 12 hits. There was 1 error on the Demons, and the Bulldogs, the one place they might say we need to improve, or one thing they want to do better, is they ended up leaving 13 runners on base. They left 2 on base in the first, 1 in the second, 1 in the third, and 3 in the 4th, 5th, and 6th consecutively. So had the bases loaded in 3 consecutive innings, but they get the win. They win 5-3. They score 3 in the first, 2 in the third, and that was all the scoring they did, and the score was 5. Devin Fierro went 0 for 3, but he also drew a walk and scored a run. Nathan Taylor 2 for 4 with a run scored. Davian Molina ended up going 2 for 3 with a walk. He also had 2 RBIs. One of his hits was a triple, the other a single. Garrett Fisher went 2 for 3. He had a double and an RBI, a single. He struck out once and he had a walk. Did not score a run, but good at bat for Garrett Fisher in the 4-hole. Frankie Galindo, he was 0 for 2. He walked once and reached by error one time and scored a run. So actually 0 for 3 with a walk, but that error got him on base and he scored a run. Nia Estrada, he was 1 for 3. He was hit by a pitch. He had a single and he scored a run. Ethan Ramirez ended up going 2 for 4, 2 for 3. He had a walk, a triple, and a single. 2 RBIs for Ramirez. Diego Zamora, he ended up going 2 for 4. He had a bunt single and a regular single, and so 2 for 4 in the ball game. Seth Morris ended up going, let's see here, he and Caden Beauregard played. So Seth came in, he went 0 for 1 with a walk, and Caden Beauregard was also 0 for 1 with a walk. And that was the batting for the Artesia Bulldogs. So getting the complete game win once again, Davian Molina. And the Bulldogs now 2-0 on this young season. We're going to be playing right back here in the morning, taking on the Cleveland Storm at 10 o'clock. Gene Dow and I, Joby Hodling, will be here for that ball game. And then remember, we've got the Artesia Bulldog basketball team in the pit, first round of the 2022 playoffs. They earned a first round home game, did the Bulldogs, as they won the district and won the district tournament. And they get the 8th seed in the playoffs, and they're hosting the number 9 seed Lovington Wildcats. So a familiar foe, probably the biggest crowd I've ever seen in the pit last Friday night, and I'd love to see it even bigger tomorrow night. And I know the Bulldog players and coaching staff and cheerleaders and all those involved would love to see that as well. So let's pack the pit tomorrow night. It's wide out, and let's go cheer our Bulldogs on to a victory. Tuesday night, we've got a doubleheader at the Mac Chase Complex as the Artesia Lady Bulldogs will be playing. We'll be there for that as well. And then depending on basketball, we may have some basketball games next week. We definitely got some baseball and softball games next week. So you want to stay tuned here for all Bulldog all the time, KSVP Radio and KSVPTV.com, where the Bulldogs and Lady Bulldogs come to play. On behalf of Gene Dow, this is Joby Hodling saying thanks for tuning in. And we'll be back here in Hobbs in the morning. If you can't make it over, then tune in right here as the Bulldogs look to go 3-0, taking on Powerhouse Cleveland tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. We'll see you then.
That concludes this broadcast of Bulldog Sports on KSBP AM and FM and at KSBPTV.com. Bulldog Sports on KSBP AM and FM and KSBPTV.com is presented by Eastern New Mexico University Roswell, Artesia Animal Clinic, Artesia Ford Sales, J.S. Warden Sun Insurance, La Fonda, Sandy Stockton, and State Farm of Artesia, Smile Expressions, Artesia Family Healthcare and Presbyterian Medical Services, Artesia General Hospital, Roswell Seed, Guy Chevrolet, KFC of Artesia, Moppin and Brown Dentistry, Pop's Diner, Forest Tire, Western Bank of Artesia, Artesia Credit Union, Pecos Valley Equipment, Oasis Computers, Eastern New Mexico University, Catalyst Church, Brandon Williams and Farm Bureau Insurance, Cisco Equipment, Artesia Plumbing and Heating, TMJ Auto, New Hope Baptist Church, H&R Block of Artesia, Castle Rentals, Kane Electric, Frost Mortgage, Incredible Printing, Bobcat Auto, and Tate Branch of Artesia. Thanks for joining us for this presentation of Bulldog Sports on KSBP AM and FM. We now return you to your regular scheduled program.